Yo, what's up, everybody? How we doing today? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I had my cell phone in the background for some stupid reason. I'm so glad to have everybody here for the Dog Squad Showcase. It's gonna be an amazing show, guys. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Oh my god, super loud. Woo! How we doing today, man? How we doing? What's going on? I love seeing the new faces. Thank you guys for coming in and tuning in for the Dog Squad Showcase. Today we'll be featuring the one and only NurseStew here from our very own Mixer.com, guys. What's up, Leon? Eternal Steel, welcome, man. Thank you for the follow. Queen of Mixer. How you doing today? Finally caught a stream. That's awesome. It's all good. We're glad to have everybody here, man. I really appreciate the support so far. Y'all are fucking amazing. Let me see, make sure I didn't miss anything. Thank you for the host from Fino, Miss Lily, Fernie Exotic. Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you so much for the host as well. Appreciate you. Rapid, I think you came for the host as well. Oh, that was earlier. Maybe I missed that from earlier. Yo, Nightmare, what's up, man? It's Neff. We are here, man. Dude, the Mamba love is here, man. The Mamba love is here. It's amazing. Me and Stu were just talking about that a few minutes ago. He's excited to talk to y'all about his journey here on Mixer.com. Like I said, since we do have a lot of new faces, there are going to be a couple of rules I definitely have to go over with everybody. But I really do appreciate all the Mamba crew coming out and showing some love to Stu. I'm sure he appreciates it. Thank you guys so freaking much. I feel like I'm hearing myself for some reason. Willie, what's up, man? Thank you so much, man. It's a vicious? Okay, that's what it was. So it's my headset. Okay. Hopefully I'm saying your name right, man. Appreciate it. Mamba love, man. All right, guys. So if I know we have a lot of new faces here on the channel. Maybe your first time here for the Dog Squad Showcase. I created this showcase back in September of 2019, basically just to showcase the different streamers here on Mixer. Talk about their journey. Talk about how they started streaming. You know, why they started streaming. How they continue basically at this point, and just try to share our journey to anybody that's willing to listen about it. Maybe content creators out there right now, maybe just viewers, avid viewers for Stu or anybody else. Give you the opportunity just to hear about their life and why they continue to create content for you guys. So lots of positive things, lots of negative things, you know, we'll definitely discuss. Also trying to basically showcase a streamer, especially for my community, who would never come across Stu. You know, because we know how hard it is, especially if it's content creators. We know how hard it is to gain new followers or have somebody else new come and check you out. I don't know how often y'all will go into a new channel and check somebody out, but I know a lot of the times we'll just kind of like maybe give them 5 seconds of our time. If they don't entertain us within that 5 seconds, we'll just move on, or we may give them a couple minutes. I mean, it just depends how you are. I'm not sure how everybody is when they decide to follow a new content creator. So, you know, I just wanted to give the opportunity to everybody to check out a new content creator, especially in my community. So we're glad to have Stu on the show. He's an amazing man. I've got to know him over the last couple of months. And I'm just realizing this man started streaming in February. That's crazy. This dude is doing big things. He's doing big things. So thank you guys for all the follows. I know we have a follow from Jay Tebow. Thank you so much. And Rose Gold, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it, man. But like I said, I mean, this is all about content creation, sharing the story of anybody in particular, just to give their experience about, you know, here streaming on Mixer, and we'll maybe dive into some personal stuff as well. But thank you guys, man. I really do appreciate it. Nightmare, thank you for the follow. I really do appreciate it. But of course, so once we start the interview, guys, we're gonna bring Stu on here in a few minutes. As soon as we start the interview, I have a set of questions that I will be asking him, and we'll go over certain topics and stuff like that. May go into discussion about certain questions, stuff like that. But basically, I just want to give Stu the opportunity to answer any questions, and of course discuss any kind of topics that he wants to talk about. We will have a portion at the end of the stream, or towards the end, for any kind of questions you have for him. So I hope y'all have questions ready for him. If we don't answer anything during my questions, I want y'all to ask whatever you want to. Of course, as long as it's appropriate and it's not too personal. And that's it, man. This is all about you. This is all about Stu. This is all about his community. It has nothing to do with me. I'm just here to basically just push the interview through and just keep it flowing and stuff like that. I don't know why my music keeps stopping. It's pissing me off. Okay. But without further ado, guys, we're gonna bring Stu on. He's the man of the show. The man of the show. Let me see. Switch scenes. And there he is. Oh, I got tagged.
Yo, what's going on?
Let me make sure. Actually, let me turn the music down a little bit because it was a little loud earlier. There we go. I have some background music. There he is. There he is. The homie, the one and only. There's Stu, man. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? How are we doing today? Thank you
We're
so much
awesome
for having me, man. This is an honor. I really appreciate it, man. This is the first one.
The first of many.
Like I was literally telling my girlfriend about this, like how excited I was for it, and so thank you for having me on, man.
It's no worry at all, man. I really do appreciate you coming and actually accepting my invite to come over and definitely get this interview going. I apologize. Let me get something here going. I forgot to put my closed captioning up.
And just a heads up for everyone in the chat, I do have this stream up, but I have the chat to the side. This is his showcase, and so I know I'm used to answering every question, answering everybody, and I want this to flow the way Dilla has it set up. So I have it to the side, but I love and appreciate every single one of you guys showing up and support, and I appreciate you guys so much.
A ton of support, man. It's amazing to see how much love has already shown up from either your community or from the Mamba esports community. It's amazing, dude. You have a lot of awesome people already here, so I appreciate it. Nightmare already dropping embers, dude. It's crazy. Thank you so much, bro. I really do appreciate you. So, Stu, do you mind if I just call you Stu, or you want me to call you by your full name?
Stu works.
Okay, awesome. So Stu has been streaming here on Mixer. How long have you been streaming here on here, bro?
The first day was February 10th.
Awesome. And it's been basically nonstop since then?
3 to 4 times a week, consistently, yeah.
That's great, dude. So what made you choose Mixer over any other platforms, brother?
So to me, it was, when I was initially a viewer, I remember going to, I think it was Arcanaut's stream, and he like replied to me. And I've been on Twitch before, but I remember Arcanaut like giving me that little split second just to reply to me. And as a viewer, I was like, wow, this is incredible. Like this is more than just gaming. This is interacting with your audience and making a community. Exactly what Mixer is all about. If you read their mission statement,
yeah.
Everything that Mixer entails is exactly what I wanted as a viewer. And I think that's what drew me into streaming, was what they do for the viewers and the community building and everything else.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's what I love about Mixer as well, man. I mean, they definitely drive probably that part of it the most. You know, everybody coming together as a family and, you know, just helping each other out, man. That's what I envision every time I think about Mixer, you know. And I've learned that over the last year and a half since I've been streaming here on Mixer, that it's just one big family. And I'm sorry, I'm going to dive off a little bit because I'm going to talk about PAX East or PAX South that I just went to back in January. Everybody at PAX South at that convention, it just felt like one big family reunion. It was so amazing to meet all these different content creators, either it be partner streamers or all the way just down to regular viewers of these different streamers in the area that just came to San Antonio from all over the world. I had a viewer came from the UK. He stayed with us for a week just to stay for the convention, and he had a blast, man. It was just so much fun, and that's what I envision every time we go to conventions and something like that, and we're gonna see each other out in the real world. It's just like one big family. That's how I feel about most of these guys. It's amazing. Hopefully you feel the same way.
That's an awesome just story right there. Just having somebody from the UK, PAX South, and just having them stay with you, like definitely the family feel. I think that's exactly the best way. And I think a lot of people don't realize that whether they're a big streamer or a small streamer, like Mixer is a different animal when it comes to the family aspect. And everyone, since I've started here, has been so personable, welcoming. And whether you're in their stream or in another stream, we're literally all on this same path together. And that's what I loved about it so far.
That's awesome. So have you streamed on any other platforms besides Mixer before?
The name we don't talk about, I have. And it was more of just clicking the go live button and telling, the friends that I gamed with that I was streaming. But that was the extent of that.
Okay.
And nothing more.
Yeah, I mean,
Had like 30 followers, nothing.
yeah, I think we all go through that area. Like I said, I was very, when I first got into it, I had no idea what I was getting into. Obviously, it was just like I spent times in a few people's streams, but I never like did the research to understand what it really involved. So I think I probably made the same mistake as you. Well, not a mistake. It was just a trial, right? We're gonna try different platforms to see how it works out. And I could say even going to Mixer was a trial for me because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or not either. But I mean, if you try Twitch or YouTube or even Facebook, Facebook has a pretty big thing going on too. It's just to see how it is. You don't anybody that's scared or worried about going to content creation. All you have to do is try. No one says you have to stay there. So I mean, you gave it the try to Twitch. And obviously you didn't like it. How do you remember how long you were actually streaming, or how many times overall you streamed on Twitch?
I would say it was about a good 2 months. And I would say a little over a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And was just clicking the go live button.
Yeah.
And just whenever I was playing a game, I would click it. No schedule, no anything. Just kind of streaming just to stream. And I didn't realize how much more you can do when it comes to streaming to meet new people. And I think everyone talks about networking. I don't even like that word anymore. I really don't like the word because networking makes sense on like different platforms, I think, but on Mixer, with how small it is compared to the big the other ones, you can make legit friendships. And those friendships, like for example, how did we meet? I was on my lunch break and I was hanging out in your stream one day. And then 2 weeks later you came and stopped by my stream, and ever since then, like, we built a relationship, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I just feel like that doesn't happen on other platforms. And when you build relationships and friendships, that goes way farther than anything else, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
When I click who's or the following list and I see who's live, my friends online, I'm gonna go stop by and hang out with them, you know what I mean? So it's more than just the content, it's the relationships that you build. And that's just, Mixer embodies it, and it's their constant message, and it really is true.
Definitely, dude. Definitely. And that's why we have to, I think that's why I appreciate the platform the most, because I mean, like I said, it's just a lot of love, people building friendships, like you said, instead of actually just maybe looking at more of it as a business thing, having that relationship with an actual person versus maybe just using them. Like, I know a lot of people have done that before too. I mean, I've been used before, so it comes with the business. I mean, you can't really trust everybody, but I mean, we do our best to decipher, who's a real friend and who's just using each other. So that's awesome, dude. I'm sure you're just starting, so you're good.
I mean, I used to do shout outs all the time.
Yeah.
And I noticed that people would just come in, get their shout out, and then
Bounce.
flip out. But I mean, it's but at the same time, not everybody has the time.
Yeah.
And so it's a learning process. So if you feel like people are using you, I try to find a way that it's not. And another thing that I think people don't understand is support comes in so many different ways. They do not have to be in your channel every time for support. But there's conversations on Twitter, Discord. There's a variety of ways to support, and when you build relationships, you're gonna get support from so many different ways. Whether it's a retweet on Twitter, if you're having a bad day and someone notices you on your live, they just send you a message and like, hey, is everything okay? Like, that goes a long way, and people remember that stuff.
Yeah.
I know I do. And so, and you'll make your friendships, and there'll be bad apples, but the positivity is way more than people that are in for it for themselves and things like that. So
definitely you'll definitely figure out there's people who really support you and there for you and actually like enjoy spending time in your chat and stuff like that. And I'm sure you reciprocate that feeling as well to other people's communities. So that's amazing, bro. So I mean, yeah, Neff, I think yours got removed. I apologize. My cat bot's really sensitive about certain things, so especially if you're new to the channel. So Neff said, "Is real talk. I have a shitty week, and the community has been there for me. I don't talk about it, but I see it. It's been a big help during this time." That's amazing, dude. That's amazing. And and you definitely don't take that stuff for granted, man. I mean, that's awesome that not only do you have a community, but people that actually care about you. That's probably the most important thing, man. That's awesome. So what do you think what do you think makes your content different from everybody else's?
That is a very good question. I feel like anyone that has stopped by the channel knows that I try to keep it very positive, and motivating and inspiring, and relatable. Like, for example, playing Fortnite, not building. I feel like a lot of people don't like building, so I go and play Fortnite and I don't build, because people do that. And I think that my attention to the chat is very, like, I have no problem dying and saying thank you so much, MBA reviews, for the 100 sparks. The little details like that
Exactly.
people pop in and drop a little sparks, and you notice it right away, and you give them the time, because I think so many people don't realize how valuable time is. And so when somebody is giving you their time, definitely give it back to them, because give them the attention they deserve, because they're giving you that attention.
Exactly.
So I think if there's anything too that would separate me, would be my attention to that, and the fact that I don't do this without the Mamba community. I don't do this without the viewers, the chatters, and but it all goes hand in hand.
Exactly, dude. Exactly, and that's what it should be about, and that's what it's like. That's what drove you into building your own community, just having that second Archanaut. Just like, man, it makes you feel like you're on a pedestal for like a half a second, because like, man, this big time streamer is giving me just a split second of his day just to say hi or react to sparks or embers and stuff like that. I mean, it means a lot. And now the same thing for me as a viewer. If I go into somebody's channel and I just say hi and they actually say hi back, it means a lot, and most people should be appreciative of that. So well, that's really awesome, dude. And it's only going to get better and better for you, man. And you have so many awesome people already in your community, and I can imagine just even 3 months from now or 6 months from now. I told this guy in chat, I told him, not even like 10 minutes ago, this guy is going to be partnered by the end of the year. That's my goal for him. Hopefully he has that goal, same goal, maybe even sooner than that. This guy's going to be a partner before the end of the year for sure.
See, it would be amazing if it happened. It would be an honor. But at the same time, like, I'm enjoying this right now. Like, yeah. I'm having an interview, a one-on-one interview on the the Dog Squad showcase. A bunch of great people in the chat.
Okay.
Like, and just like I said, the relationships. I think it's easy to look ahead. It's very easy, but at the same time, like, I saw In Your Face was in here.
Oh yeah.
In Your Face, are you still in here?
I saw her name come up. Yeah.
I was rocking with her before Mamba even started, and she just hit 100 followers last night.
GG's.
I was in her chat last night, and she broke down in tears.
Yeah.
I am enjoying the moment right now. This special thing that we have going on.
Yeah.
So it's nice to look forward, but right now I'm enjoying the now. So I'm just taking it as it comes.
Shout out to In Your Face. Make sure y'all give her a shout out. If anybody's not following her, go give some love to her. Absolutely, that's amazing. Congrats on your 100 followers, In Your Face. That's amazing. It really does mean a lot to hit those milestones, man. You have no idea. I was there too. Like last year, it was crazy just hitting those milestones. It really does mean a lot.
Yep.
So how did you end up finding Mixer? Do you remember how you came across it?
Yeah, I was big Xbox gamer before I went to PC, and it was just the streaming app, and it was easy to just stream from your Xbox, and then you would do that first, and then a new game would come out, and I would be like, oh, I want to see what it's about, and just go on Mixer, and then check out who's playing it, and just check out the game. And then the fact that it was so connected to the Xbox, and I was a big Xbox gamer,
Yeah.
I am PC Master Race now, though. I'm 3 inches taller because of it. Uh, but so that's how I found Mixer. How about you? How'd you find Mixer?
I think it pretty much the same way, dude. When I was just trying to decide how I was going to stream, it was just straight from the console. And we even, I think when I first started, and I'm sure it's still available on the Xboxes, was the Twitch app as well. So I think I dabbled with Twitch maybe a handful of times. And I felt like the one thing that Mixer that will have over Twitch for hopefully a long time is the FTL feature. It just being it's so fast and the chat just coming up so quickly, and you can actually interact within a couple seconds. I know with Twitch, it took some people had a purposeful delay, on their stream, and even if they didn't, it would take like 15 seconds for them to see the message, and by then something had already come up and they wouldn't be able to see it. So I think because Mixer was so fast and that you could interact with your content creators so quickly, it just made it so much more fun, and it felt more personal. Like you said, I mean that personal touch to everything makes you feel like an actual human being for like 5 seconds. I don't know, especially being over the internet. It's just so hard to connect with people. Dude, my closed captioning is about to take over my whole stream. Holy God. I'm drowning in my closed captioning. I'm trying to wait for it to stop. But like I said, I mean, like almost the same story, dude. Like for it to be on the Xbox, it was just so easy to get on and start streaming, and that's how I started. It was.
I think that FTL thing goes along exactly with the instant response, the attention, because sometimes just picture remember as a viewer, like if you take a step back and just say before I even started streaming, I would click on something, say something, and if they didn't give me the attention, I'd go to the next one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that FTL bridges that, and like I said, Mixer's whole mission statement, like they're really true to that. They were the first one to do the FTL, and their attention to that, and how much being the first one to do that used a lot of resources, technology, but it's because of this platform, this community building, is what they wanted. And so you could tell that's just a perfect example. That was one of the biggest features they put out,
Yeah.
and it goes align with everything else that they're about.
Exactly, dude. Did you ever? I know you dabbled with Twitch. Did you ever consider Facebook or YouTube or any other platform besides that?
My girlfriend, like, I don't know what it is about my girlfriend, but like the past week, she's like, "Have you ever heard of Facebook gaming? I want to get into it. You should look into it." I'm like, "I'm okay. Like I found my home." So I've heard of them, but I'm if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So I am very okay right now. So I don't think I will be trying that. There it is. There's the official announcement. I'm staying on Mixer.
That's awesome.
How about you?
It's never been an issue for me. Like I said, I mean, I do YouTube, but only for like this stuff. Like all my web shows go on YouTube. I have put FIFA stuff, like FIFA content, on YouTube, but it's just, to me, it's extra hard. I already have a screwed up schedule as it is with my work, my actual real job, and doing this. I just don't want to take the time to cut my content creation time in half, and then using that time to go to YouTube to make clips or montages or stuff like that. So it's just, to me right now, I'm good with what I have. Eventually down the road, I would like to bring content on YouTube, outside of this, just to push my content out to different platforms, just to make my brand a little bit bigger, almost like how Ninja has done with his brand. Like he's got an empire with everything he's doing. That's what I would like to do eventually when I have more time. So I'm good with just creating content and just putting my web shows out there, but that's about it for me. Hopefully down the road we can do bigger things as well. So
I wanted to do, I made like a couple of videos on YouTube, but videos take a lot of time to make. But yeah, it's hard to fit it, to fit everything in 24 hours.
Yes.
I feel like it's a great thing to utilize, and I enjoy watching YouTube videos. I do watch YouTube videos.
Yeah.
It just takes a lot of time, and I just think that there's so much other things that you can do, especially on Mixer, to meet new people and things like that.
Exactly.
So I don't think there is a right answer. Oh, you should not make YouTube videos, or you should. It takes a lot of time, and depending on how much time you have, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's useful. So.
And then you have personal life outside of this stuff, so you have to balance that stuff, and that's something we're going to go into right now. how life changing has it been since you started streaming?
Oh man. Oh man. In terms of like life, it's definitely it's a big change. Um, well, start off with, my girlfriend.
Hmm.
Before all this started, if a coworker that was a female texted me, I wouldn't answer back. Um, I'm like, I don't have a reason to. And so now, trying to inspire people and be there for anybody because you know that, that's what I'm about. And so it has I have to reply. There's a lot of female streamers that ask me for advice, and I want to be there for them. So that's been an adjustment.
Hmm.
Um, Having watching different streamers when I'm not streaming, um, and same thing. There could be a female up, and my girlfriend would be like, "Why are you watching her?" And I'm like, "I'm just supporting, babe." And so it's definitely um, takes a lot of time. But at the same time, if I was in her shoes, I completely understand it. She's
Yeah.
been nothing but supportive of this, and I think she definitely realizes it. But so for all you significant others out there, it my girlfriend, I can give you her number. She would love to talk to you. We can build a support group for you guys. But it definitely takes adjusting to.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, and it's just something you have to deal with. Like I said, especially for people who don't understand the whole streaming world. Like it's new to a lot of different people, and you have to explain, why you're doing this kind of stuff. So I mean, I can totally understand. I'm sure my wife had some questions. She had a lot of questions, I'm sure, in the very beginning, and I've tried my best to answer. Fuck, I just dropped my phone. I've tried my best to answer everything, as humanly possible, and try to, bring it down to a personal level and let her know it is, like you said, if I just happen to be watching a female streamer, it's not because I'm trying to get to her or anything, any kind of innuendos behind it. It's just because, like I said, I'm just trying to be a friend for that person, and that's all it comes down to. It's just supporting somebody. I watch probably as many guys as I watch females, so it's all I wanted to do. And it doesn't mean anything behind it, and she understands. Hopefully she understands. She hasn't brought it up yet, so.
Another thing too is it's okay, guys, to not stream. It's okay to take a day off and hang out with your family.
Yeah.
I don't know who needs to hear that. I said it yesterday, but I'll say it again. It's okay to take days off. It's okay to not open Twitter, not open Mixer, and just hang out with your family. Like Monday, me and my girlfriend, we were playing Jackbox. We were playing mobile games, and so definitely learning how to balance it all and still keep everything copacetic at home, along with everything else, is very, definitely needs more, awareness on it, and realize, hey, it's okay. It's okay. Because sometimes I feel like, I'm sure you've been in this for a while. How many times do you see streamers that go really hard and then they take 2 months off?
Yeah.
How many times have you seen that since you started?
Yeah, it's definitely happened before, man.
Burnout's real, and
Yeah.
it's okay to take breaks, guys. You got to keep your mind right. Make sure you're good, your family's good, and then we'll all be here for you. Mixer will be here when you get back.
Yeah.
But
It's
don't
not
burn
going
yourself out and lose relationship.
Mhm.
Lose your family. No. Make sure everything else is right at home. And we'll be here for you.
Exactly, dude. And that's probably one of the hardest battles with everybody, especially if you're catching fire and you feel like, man, I gotta keep streaming, I'm getting followers, everybody's coming in, they're having a great time, and yeah, just like I said, it's gonna eventually burn yourself out, and you're not gonna want to do it for a long time, or something's gonna happen personally that either health wise or relationship wise is just gonna hinder you, and it's gonna put you out of the game for even longer. So you gotta take care of yourself for sure. Absolutely. Do you feel like, so I mean, we kind of touched it. Do you feel like at any point it had interfered with your personal life?
Yes,
Okay.
100%. Yeah, we've had arguments. Um, we've had issues about
Yeah.
it. But I feel like as long as we communicate, we've gone through so much that we'll get through anything. But definitely, it's brought us problems.
Awesome.
But I mean, I feel like the more um, she kind of understands it. She has her own legging store that she does on Facebook Live that she streams every week,
Okay.
and just sells leggings and stuff, and no kind of understands certain aspects of it. So that has helped out a lot. But yeah, as long as we communicate, we're good. How about
That's
you?
good.
Any other
Definitely.
issues
Yeah,
with like
it's
time
definitely
and
come up.
stuff?
Oh, like in the very beginning, dude. Yeah, I would stream like 7 days a week, and it would definitely
Yeah.
come up. It would definitely come up, you know. And that's when I learned I need to actually schedule days off. So I
Yep.
mean, when I first started streaming, I had a really set schedule where I was just off every Thursday and Friday. So I made sure I was off. I started taking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, and I would stream Saturday through Tuesday, 4 days in a row. And it was an awesome schedule. I missed that. I wish I could go back to it. But I mean, it was awesome for us as well because I had that balance, you know, spending 4 days, you know, on stream and then 3 days off. But even on my days off, like I would catch myself going into people's streams. Like I would just go in there and just hang out and stuff like that. But it was never like at a point where I would get in trouble for it. Like she knew what I was doing, you know, just hang out and catch up with everybody and just for a few, even if it was for a few minutes, it wouldn't be for very long. So it's just stuff like that. Like I said, you have to find that balance, and that's what it really comes down to. And that's probably the hardest thing for a lot of people is to understand that.
So, what I do is 3 to 4 days a week streaming. The other days I'll be supporting. But one full day at least a week just to disconnect.
Yeah.
Nothing like, oh, I'm not gonna reply to you.
Mm-hmm.
I usually do reply back, but I try to stay as far away as I can, and then that kind of just refreshes me, and then I'm good.
That's great, dude. Hopefully you can keep that for a long time, man. Because it
That's the
helps.
goal.
That's the goal, yeah.
Mhm.
What is your family or friends outside of streaming think of the idea of you on a Mixer or as a content creator?
I mean, I've had friends say, "Oh, really? Why not Twitch?"
Mm.
And I'm just like, personal preference. I've had, my last night I was playing games with my friends off stream that I haven't played with in a while since I started streaming. Um, and they support me. They and they can tell I've definitely changed. There's verbiage that I don't use when I'm streaming. When I first started streaming, man, there was no filter, but I feel like I've improved on that. I think anyone that's watched me since the beginning, I've definitely improved my F bombs. But I feel like besides that, they've definitely been supportive and it's been encouraging. But I like my circle outside of streaming is very small. Simply because I went to school in South Dakota. Majority of my friends are out there,
Okay.
and I moved to Arizona about 4 years ago, and then there's me and my girlfriend, 3 dogs, and our cat out
Okay.
here.
And then like you keep your like I said, I'm sure. Do you ever like tell people at your own work that you do this kind of stuff, or do you keep that out of it?
I've actually brought it up a couple of times to some people at work, but they just don't. They don't understand it.
Yeah.
And the one thing that kind of helped me was when I first started was I told myself I'm gonna make a new Twitter, just to separate everything because I don't post when I'm live on my Facebook so that doctors or other coworkers can see it. I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, there is definitely a split where only a certain people know, and it's just simply because I don't, when I'm at work, I'm professional and I don't want, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone to interact with me differently because I play video games because they might not understand it, and I just don't want it to infect work and
Yeah.
change things.
That's understandable, dude. That's very understandable. Like I said, yeah, you have a very professional setting outside of this. So, I mean, you don't want to kind of like change anybody's opinion about it. Like a lot of people, for some reason, will think like gamers are either nerdy or lazy. They don't want to do anything with their lives, but they don't. That just it's hard to explain, especially with I say boomers. That's a lot. That's becoming an adjective across my mind a lot. But like just people that just don't understand. I mean, and they won't understand. They won't take the time to be open-minded about the idea of people playing games. So yeah, because I'm a boomer, I understand what boomers think about because I'm a boomer.
Yeah.
I have a boomer mindset.
All right, I think I gotta go. Bye, bye, boomer.
But that's good, man. Like I said, there's no reason to. I mean, you have your own life at work and you have your own life at home, and nobody has to know that for sure. So it may become different when you can become partner and you're ninja and you're like fucking on Adidas or a Nike deal or something like that, and everybody's gonna fucking know you by then.
I'm gonna be the same person. Same person. Um,
That's crazy.
same person, same energy. Um, and I mean, I am still to this day. There's Dauntless.
Mm.
Yeah, he's a mixer streamer.
Hmm.
I was in his chat last night. I enjoy that. Like I enjoy supporting streamers that have nobody in there, and
Yeah.
getting to know them. Like I will always enjoy that. So
Yeah.
I'm still focused on the Mamba supporting mentality, everything that we're about, and really getting to know people. I feel like that's why I chose Mixer, and
Yeah.
no matter what, I will always cherish the moments of getting to know new people and hanging out with my friends.
That's what it's about, dude. For sure. I definitely agree with that. That's amazing. Um, we're going to talk a little bit more about your personal life. So, what do you think is the best thing and the worst thing about living in Arizona?
Ooh, good question. Worst thing is how hot it gets. I'm not looking forward to this summer. It's like 120. It's already 95. So how hot it is, but it's dry heat. So
Yeah.
there's no swampy going on down in there, down under. Um, the best thing about Arizona, what is the best thing? Um,
I'll tell you
I
my
feel like I
personal
got
best
it.
thing about it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Uh, so I was born in California,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like there's so much traffic out there,
Mm,
and it's there's like so much litter, so
yeah.
it's like dirty. Like obviously there's like Hollywood and nice places, but a
Mhm.
majority of it there's just traffic, and I don't like that. And I feel like in Arizona, it has everything. There's Flagstaff, there's mountains, there's snow, and there's not as much traffic. There is a little traffic, but it's much more cleaner, and so that it's just that is the best part about Arizona.
Definitely. I would say, and me and my wife actually drove through Arizona a couple of times on our way to Vegas, and the scenes out there, dude, the mountains, even just the desert. Sometimes it's just like it's so gorgeous out there. That's the one thing I really like about that, about the state, because it's like a desert down in south, and if you go north, like towards Colorado, it's like mountains, and it's just like I said, snow. There's even like nice a forest on that one. It's just beautiful up there.
I'm smiling because I see my girlfriend's in here and she loves to go sightseeing, and I'm such a homebody that I'm hesitant to talk about it because she's like, "See, you do like it. Let's go, let's go, let's go."
She's gonna call you out on it.
Oh, she is. I'm ready.
It is beautiful, man. It is beautiful
Yeah,
out there.
what do you like about Texas? We got a lot of I see a lot of Texas people in the chat.
Texas is just amazing. I can't even explain it. It's just a Texas thing. We're so prideful about our state. Um, Barbecue, exactly. Barbecue is king over here. So there's my mods. They're. Oh my god. Barbecue is definitely king. It's super cheap. There's no state taxes. I was like, state taxes is amazing. And like I said, you can get like a group full of Texans and it'll be from everywhere, and it's just we all get along for whatever reason. I mean, we're so prideful about our state. Australia is the Texas down under. Oh, it's the down under Texas. It is. It's just like a lot of southern towns. They're all just. It can be kind of annoying because you can tell when people come from out of town. They will definitely talk about you. But you get the southern town feel. It's just nothing like nothing like anything else. I mean, I'm sure South Dakota probably has the same feel as well. It's not
Yeah,
as,
definitely.
yeah.
Like you can when you're at a four-way stop sign and everyone waves at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you feel safe at a Walmart.
Yeah. Oh, the guns here too. Oh, Arizona's pretty big on guns too. I'm very pro
Oh yeah.
second A, so yeah. I know a lot of people aren't, but I love my guns. That's probably the only reason I won't move to anywhere else, because there's a lot of firearm laws out there. So,
I'm getting a gun soon. There's been like 3 break-ins in our neighborhood. My
dude.
girlfriend's on the neighbor next door app, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, all right, I need to get one soon.
Yep. There you
It's
go.
scary times.
Yeah, man. Especially right now with everybody getting kind of a little bit more desperate, being out of work for so long with everything that's going on in the world. It's just gonna amp their need to provide for their family or for themselves or whatever. I mean, it's just crazy. So,
Yeah, crazy times for sure.
yeah. Let me see. Awesome. I love Arizona. I personally love it. So hopefully, how long have you been out there then?
Like 4 years now.
Okay. So you've been around for a little bit long, or at least for a little while. So, outside of streaming or gaming, what are your favorite things to do? You have the specific hobbies, like you said, you're a homebody, so hopefully you have something outside the house that you do.
I used to go to the gym a lot, but
Yeah.
they shut those down. But we like hanging out with our dogs. We go to the dog park. We went to the Arboretum. We went sightseeing on Monday
Okay.
or this weekend. She likes to travel a lot. So once every couple of months she gets me. And we go do that. But we enjoy watching movies, TV shows, hanging out. And yeah, just family time.
Yeah, I was gonna ask him, Reese, what kind of dogs do y'all have right now?
We have. Let me get this picture for you.
There we go. We got pigs. We got pigs.
Yeah, we got pigs. We got 3 dogs. One is an Australian Shepherd. The other is a Lab mix, and the most recent one we got is a Blue Heeler.
Like puppy Blue Heeler?
No. So we were in for my birthday. She took me to Flagstaff for a there was like a puppy pub crawl.
Oh.
And we were in this store, and there was this dog with an adopt me leash on her, and we looked at each other and we were like, "Oh, we came here with 2 dogs. I don't know." And then we left with her. So, yeah, we're big dog people. Yeah.
It's a family photo right there. That's awesome, dude.
Family.
What are the names?
We got Kobe.
Kobe.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
Yep.
We got Atlas because she likes to travel. We got her Atlas on Valentine's Day, and then we got Raven. I wanted Raider. I'm a Raiders fan, but she liked Raven better, and you know, happy wife, happy life.
Exactly. And y'all have a cat as well?
Yes, we have a cat, Messi.
Messi. No Ronaldo.
Yes. Big sports fan here.
That's awesome, dude.
How about you?
She's like a dog, though? The cat is like a dog?
Oh, she follows me around. I say, Messi, come here, and she like comes after me, and yeah.
That's the one thing I don't like about dogs. It's not really responsive to any kind of command. So that's why I've never had a cat. I'm sorry. That's why I've never had a cat, because they're not responsive.
Like, your dog isn't responsive.
And my dog is very responsive, especially when it comes to food. my dog will respond to food all the time. It's like, yeah, cats are usually lazy. Like, they don't really want to do anything. They just do their own thing. That's why I really never wanted a cat. So I love dogs. So yeah, my dog.
Yeah, she's literally like a dog. She'll like hop up, like when you sit down on the couch, and just lay on you, and then yeah.
He's fat and breaks stuff. Oh my god, that'd be the worst cat for sure. And the ones that will like claw stuff on your furniture and stuff like that, oh, I'd be so mad. 4 cats, dude. Neff, you need to I need to get rid of those. Trade those cats in for dogs, dude. The claws, ugh, I can't deal with it. Yeah, my dog Bruce. That's all we have for now. It's just the one doggo. Hopefully, it won't get break us. He's an old English bulldog.
Ooh.
And exactly like the logo. However, if you see the logo on the one next to me, that's how he looks.
Nice.
He's a big. Everybody mistakes him for a Roddy, but he's a big old bulldog. He's almost 100 pounds. He's like 90 something pounds. He's solid. Just a big old dog.
90 pounds.
Yeah, just a big old meatball.
Eats his protein, gets protein shakes every 2 hours.
He does. And then he just flops on the couch. It's easy to wear him out. Like I said, we just take him off for like 30 minutes, out, especially in this heat. Like, he dies instantly. He'll be active for 30 minutes, and then he'll sleep on the couch for 3 hours. So
you need to bring Bruce over and teach our dogs how to nap for 3 hours.
We're pretty lucky. Like, we'll go to bed at night, and he could sleep for like 8 or 9 hours, like unbothered. It's so easy for him to sleep up through the night. Yeah. So, and then we'll have to wake up to let him out to potty, and then I'll bring him back inside, and he'll get back on the couch and go to sleep for another 2 hours.
Nice.
Yeah. He's
That's
low maintenance. Low maintenance. That's awesome. I love dogs, dude. I love them. Hopefully, when we get a house, we can get more. That's the only thing. I just hate living in a townhouse, so we don't have that much room for anybody or for another dog to roam around. Like it's barely enough room for him right now. So, were you always like a gamer, like as a kid when you were growing up?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
What were your favorite games growing up?
Growing up, I played everything. Like I started off with the Nintendo 64 mostly. Star Wars Pod Racing.
Ooh,
oh my gosh!
OG.
Me and my brother and sister, we would go ham on that game.
That was a fun game.
Super Mario's. We played it all. And then we got the Golden Eye.
Mm-hmm.
The N64 is where it started all for me, and then transitioned to the PS2, and then went into so I think a lot of people don't know this about me, but the games that I've lost my time into are sports games. Like College Hoops 2K8 on the Xbox 360, their franchise mode. I can play it for like 200 hours. Same thing with Madden, Football Manager. You can ask my girlfriend. This is streaming takes a lot less time than me on Football Manager. But yeah, so sports. But I've always played shooters with my friends, and enjoy that just as much. How about you? When did it start for you? You said you were a boomer, so you had I'm guessing the Sega.
I had before that, dude. I remember playing an Atari, like when one of my dad's friends had an Atari, like back in the day.
Ooh, the Atari.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'd never owned an Atari, but I remember playing on Atari for a little bit. But I mean, I think me and my sister, I want to say me and my sister had a Nintendo at first, and of course graduated to Super Nintendo, back in the day, playing all the Marios. I don't remember too many games on Super Nintendo. Killer Instinct, stuff like that, like Street Fighter, all those Pitfall. Yeah, I remember Pitfall for sure. Donkey Kong. Of course, all the Mario games. I'm trying to remember like anything past that, but I mean, all those big time games for sure were definitely. Yeah, we played it all. Definitely, we were military brats, so like our parents just gave us whatever we wanted at the time. So, I was never really into baseball back then, Reese. I don't know. I don't remember being a baseball fan when I was a kid. But of course, going into the PS1s, PS2s, never owned a PS3. I think I went going from PS2 to N64, and then skipping the PS3. I think Viv had a PS3, and then I eventually just got the Xbox 360. And ever since I got the 360, I've been stuck on Xbox. I've never had any aspirations or want to get another PlayStation. It's just been Xbox all the way.
I got PS4s for the exclusives like the show, Final Fantasy 7 and things like that. But yeah, mostly Xbox for me. Then I got a PC.
Yeah, and it's taking over. It's taking over. I'm excited, dude. I don't know if you heard the show is coming to both consoles next year.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
I did not know that.
Finally coming to Xbox next year.
Oh wow!
In 2021, we're finally getting the show.
Wow.
So yeah,
you're gonna see my sinker and curveball.
Yes.
Let's go.
I can't wait, dude. It's gonna be a lot of fun for sure. We haven't had a baseball, like a legit baseball game on Xbox in a long time.
No, long time. Yeah. It'll be good.
I'm excited for that. And then I'm excited for another sports game in general just to come to Xbox. Like I'm getting sick of FIFA. All of us play FIFA. We're getting sick of it right now. It's just so gosh dang bad, bro. And then I don't really care for NBA 2K. I haven't been a fan of Madden since like back in like 2010 maybe. It's probably the last one I actually bought. So I don't know. Madden's been a copy and paste kind of game for the last couple of years.
It needs competition.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, FIFA has, PES as competition, and they haven't really done much. So we just need quality.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, PES will never catch up to FIFA. I don't know what it is. It's just they won't do it. Catch you on Ultimate Team. I don't know. I could barely do Ultimate Team for FIFA. There's no way I do Ultimate Team on Madden. There's no way. New NCAA coming. Don't tease me, Danny.
Dude,
Don't tease me with that, bro.
That game took over my life.
Mm-hmm.
NCAA.
I love NCAA.
Recruiting, finding house rules, and
Yep.
Love it.
Dude, the stadiums, like the atmosphere for all the stadiums was amazing. I mean, I remember, I don't know if it was maybe 2010 or 2012. Like you could have the momentum shift on your side for having like for an interception or a block punt. Yeah, it was so cool having that momentum thing. That was so fun.
And then like it would be quiet and your plays wouldn't be all scrambled.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Dude, that was a lot of fun. I miss NCAA football. That was way like eons better than Madden. I love that game.
100%. Yep.
Who here recognizes the games by cover athletes? I can for a few of them because I remember like buying a few of the games myself, judo. But I remember some of them like either my stepbrother would buy, or I would have them from my friend or something like that. So I remember the last one. I think it was the last one that was released. He was from Michigan, I think, wasn't he? Desmond, yes. I couldn't remember his name. Desmond was the last cover guy. That's the last one I remember. You used to make custom Madden covers? Would you put yourself on them, Van, or what?
Let's see it. Let's see it, Van. I want to see you on it.
Oh, nothing but I don't care about the Seahawks. Oh, get out of here. I remember, what's this? Sean Alexander was on the cover for 1 year. And that's the last time I remember Seahawks being on the cover. I actually bought that one. I think it was a 2006 or 7. Yeah, it might have been in 07 when Sean was on the cover. That's the last one I remember. Sherman? Oh, yeah, he did get one. That's right. Yep. Forgot about it. Big dummy. Kind of got off topic, but that's awesome, dude. I mean, obviously you've been a gamer for a long time, man. You've been gaming for a long time.
Yeah, my whole life. 100%.
Let me see. Oh, okay. We can get back to content creation. So, like, anybody that's ever considered streaming, guys, I mean, like, a lot of people don't understand. It takes a lot of hard work. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Even just getting started, I mean, there's just a lot of stuff you have to consider. You know, of course, just even creating a name for yourself. You got to create your own brand and stuff like that. So that's just one of the things you have to consider. But, I mean, Stu, what do you think is probably the best advice you can give somebody who's either new to streaming or is even considering creating content?
The best advice I could give somebody is to ignore all the numbers, ignore viewers, ignore followers, and say, all right, I'm gonna come into this platform and I'm just gonna make a friend, and make friends. You make friendships, like I said before, that'll beat anything. And so, you know, everyone has goals, and I feel like it's easy to put these goals in sight, and then if you don't get it, you know, turn this negative, or turn gaming, which should never be negative, into something negative because you didn't reach a milestone. But if you take this escape, this gaming, this streaming, this platform, and find ways that you know that you can, you know, that you're in control of. If you tell yourself, I'm gonna make a friend, you can do that. You can definitely do that, and then your relationships and your networking, so to speak, or your circle is going to continue to expand. And then it doesn't really matter about followers, because how many times have you seen people with insane follower numbers, not a lot of viewers, or people with insane viewers, nobody chatting? So I mean, if you put your mind and focus into those numbers, you'll get those numbers, but you might not get what you want. And I think that if you focus on building relationships, then that's going to go a lot farther than any number.
Exactly. Definitely. And you're gonna get this people to come back and you know, just to continue to support you and have your back. I mean it means a lot more than just having even just lurkers. I mean, there's a lot of people that are just, I mean, it means a lot to sit there and lurk for somebody, but I mean, it means even more to sit there and just actually interact in the chat and keep the chat flowing and just bring up different topics. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. So
one crazy thing that I don't think people realize is that, so me and Judo Chop, he's in the chat right now, I see him. We're the co-founders of Mamba.
Okay.
And my first tweet about streaming, small streamers retweeted it, and he replied to my tweet and said, hey, when are you streaming next? I would love to check you out. And so he was the first person to reach out to me on Twitter. Okay. And And then I came into, his chat, hung out with him. He came and hang out in mine, and then our friendship, and then we would, look for friends, our networking or whatever. And then we had like this little community of like really close friends, um, based on friendships, and since then it is what it is now. And it all started with a friendship.
Yeah.
That was his. He reached out to me his second day of streaming, so we both started at the same time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so it's just that, and it's that same mentality. And then we have people that'll come into the Discord and just post their links, and I'm sure you've experienced that. A lot of people just do the self promotion, and then they're like, "Why is nobody coming to my stream?" Um, One incredible example that I will say about supporting and what support does. Here's a perfect example that I keep bringing up. Eternal Steel. Eternal Steel. He was a viewer in Fallen's channel, just a viewer, major supporter. And then he hopped in the Mamba Discord and was interactive, making friends, supporting other people in there.
Yeah.
And then he was like, you know what? I want to stream. Okay. His second day streaming, he had 24 viewers and was #1 in Mortal Kombat on Mixer.
Wow.
Because people have developed a relationship with him through his supporting, and they wanted to show support back and wanted to hang out with somebody because of that relationship they built.
Yeah.
And that was just, something beautiful to see. So when you invest in people, they're going to want to support you. And you know what I mean? It's organic.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what you love to see for sure, man. That goes a long way for sure. I'm pretty sure. I mean, he's a testament to that kind of stuff for sure. And I think that's what I kind of screwed up in the very beginning too. I would have loved to, like I said, just be there and be a supporter for a streamer or streamers and content creators versus just, probably starting off with 0 viewers, because it's really hard to start off in the very beginning, especially if you don't know anybody and you're not affiliated with any kind of group or esports team or anything like that. It's just, it sucks streaming to 0 to 1 viewer for a long time and finally gradually just basically getting lucky for people, like, especially with 0, if you have 0 viewers, like, to come into your channel and want to come and hang out and talk to you. So how often do you think you catch yourself going into a channel that has 0 viewers? I can't say anybody probably does that very often.
It's hard. It's hard to find, and there's so many. And then there's how many people have you noticed that they just wait on their moment for small streamers to host them or a hype zone?
Yeah.
And then that is how, and that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you have all this time that you can be going out, meeting new people, making friends, and it's just a whole different ballpark. But that's the whole process, though, is learning, and getting involved. And I can't say there is a right or wrong way. Everyone has their own way. But I mean, I just feel like if you make friends and even on your bad days, you have like 6 friends backing you up saying, you got this, it's okay, we're here for you, and they're talking with you, and then how can you lose? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's that family feel, man, for sure. I mean, everybody's gotten your back for sure. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad. I mean, like I said, y'all. You said did you create the Mamba esports team, I guess, as soon as you started streaming? Or how long did you get into that before you decided?
No, so Judo and I were working on it about a month into after we met each other.
Okay.
We were like, hey man, we think we should. We were both hesitant at one point. We were like, let's not do it. And then we were like, you know what, I think we should. And then it took us about a month to really hammer out how we wanted to do things. How could we be emphasize the support? Like, what could we do on the Discord to make it different than, just to make it more welcoming and different. It took us a whole month, and then we wanted to have the actual stream team members that were role models, who were great supporters, that had great content, and that were just good people to look up to. Whether because there's a variety of different content creators that are unique to themselves, and so we wanted to really have a diverse group of people that certain people could relate to, that they could connect with, and then after that, it just kind of we went live with it. So it's only been up for about a month, to answer your question. A little over a month.
And you'll have 300 members in 1 month, right? Is that what you said? You have 300 members now?
Around 300, yeah.
That's insane, dude.
And what's incredible is like when somebody posts a go live that just hopped in there, and then you see like 4 familiar faces in there
Mm-hmm.
just supporting them. It's incredible. It's and then like people that have been streaming for like 3 months that have had like 1 to 2 viewers,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, oh my gosh, I've never had this before, and they're just thankful.
Yeah.
And then it's just, to me, those are special, special, special moments that I cherish.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, when me and Judo put this together, we were like, what is something we could make if we had just started streaming the first day that we could walk into that would help us out?
Yeah.
And we've had our ups and downs with it. Like it's a learning process
Yeah.
for both of us and as well as everybody else. But I feel like there's been a tremendous amount of good that has come out of it, and it's really like every day when I wake up and I hop in there and people are like, we have a thank you channel, and it's just like, it's amazing the amount of thank yous people are giving for people hanging out in their streams. It's just a blessing.
That's great, dude. And you're doing something amazing for sure, bro. Like I said, I know we discussed it. You know, numbers aren't everything, but I believe that numbers are at least a testament to not only your hard work and dedication for your community, but a testament to your community coming together and just showing you love. Like I know probably shouldn't like focus on your numbers at all, and that's one of the hardest things not to do. Believe me, I still struggle with it every time. But for you to get 1.3K followers in 3 months is amazing. And I want you to be humble. Of course, you're going to be absolutely humble about that, but I want you to be proud of it, at least to know that your community has backed you up tremendously. And obviously you're working your tail off to build your community. You and Judo have done amazing work to put Mamba Esports together and absolutely just build an awesome family for sure. So, and I guess, yeah, I absolutely agree. Ultimate Hose, he's going to the top. I don't want to blow up his head or anything like that, but like I said, I have faith in this man to become a partner before the end of the year for sure. So he's doing amazing work, guys. Y'all are amazing.
Thank you so much.
I can't stop saying that, man.
The kind words. I mean, I really appreciate it. It's all very new to me.
Yeah.
I still have that the same mindset. I feel like as long as I don't lose that, then I'll be okay. The support has been tremendous, and I try to give out as much support as I get,
Yeah.
as much as I can, and very thankful that me and Judo put together this community so that if I need to do, I'm in grad school. I work 12-hour shifts. There's a pandemic. When I can't be there, that there is a whole community ready to support anybody that is new to streaming or has been a long time streamer and is just looking to meet friends and give out support. Like we built that, and it's just it's growing, and it's very rewarding to see this thing that we put together. But it really doesn't. I know we started it, but it takes everybody to really to be where we're at, and we're just incredibly. I know I'm thankful. I know Judo's thankful. I know everybody that's in there is thankful because it's a lot. It's not just pulling tabs up and having what I mean, having 20 viewers or no one in the chat. It's real people hanging out and building friendships, and then the Discord is a place to hang out after they're streaming and stuff and check out new streamers.
Yeah.
So it's been an incredible journey.
That's great, dude. And if anybody hasn't seen it, and if anybody's not on the Discord or wants to join that Discord, it's right next to his name. Like the link is right there, guys. So feel free to jump in the Discord. Feel free to follow Stu on, of course, not only Mixer but on Twitter as well. This is, like I said, this is all about his community and showing some love to this man right there. Like I said, is that Izzy? Holy shit! I'm sorry, I haven't seen you in months. Oh my god. Where have you been? I hope everything's good with you. It has been ages. What the hell? She surprised me. I haven't seen her in a long time. I'm glad to see her on here. That's awesome. I miss you too. Oh my god. Sorry, Izzy. I'm in the middle of an interview, but I'll definitely I had to say hi. That's awesome. But yeah, great. I mean, like I said, if anybody wants to follow him, please follow him on Discord or jump in the Discord, follow him on Twitter, and of course, follow him on Mixer, guys. This guy's amazing. He's doing amazing things out there for his community, and I'm sure he's going to do the same for you as long as you show that love to him for sure. So what do you what do you think is in the future for Mixer? How do you think it's been going so far for the company itself?
I think it's going great. They signed Ninja Shroud, and I think it's going great. I think it is gonna be different. I don't think you can compare to different platforms. So I know that the reason why I joined was because of the community aspect, and with everything they've done since, I don't think they're steering off from it, and they've kept true to it. There's so many different things they could have done to continue growing, to grow more, I would say, and they are working on that. I mean, they are marketing, they are a business, and they do those things, but they're doing it how they want it with their their mission statement in mind. So I think it's going great. What do you think about it? And they're adding the new things like the mixer points they just added to get the subs and stuff. They're finding ways to continue giving back to streamers that that are partners, non-partners, and everything like that.
Yeah, man, they're continuing to add new features to the platform. That's what I love to see. I mean, not everything's gonna work and not everything's perfect, but I mean they've done a good job of adding new content for everybody, and not only just for partners but for everybody to use. Like the whole mixplay thing is an awesome idea. Somebody in my chat just used it right now. So, mixplay is just an awesome thing to just not only create more content inside the content itself, but to interact with the streamer. That's what I was trying to think of. Interaction is key. I mean, you want to be able to interact not only with chat, but with the streamer itself. So I mean, that's something that Twitch I feel like doesn't have, and that's something that's amazing on our end. So I love to see that kind of stuff. But there are stuff that I feel like Mixer does need to work on. I don't think it's just about bringing the huge names to our platform like Shroud or Ninja and anything like that, or King Goliath, and there's a lot of big names they brought over. But I think it comes down to basically marketing. I would like to see the more marketing stuff on our platform by getting our name out there, outside of just. I'd say PAX South did a really good job of having a booth there and promoting the platform. But you want to see that kind of stuff on, I don't know if it's advertisements or what, whether it be TV or even just YouTube or whatever, because everybody has advertisements out there. So I would like to see Mixer exposed a little bit more to people who are not familiar with it. Make it look like a welcoming kind of platform where everybody wants to come and hang out. That's something that Twitch doesn't have, and I feel like we can really push that idea to a lot of different people. So I would love for that feel for people to just exposure. That's all I really want for Mixers, exposure for the platform. I don't know if you feel the same way or not, but that's how I feel.
I think that is excellent point to bring up. But I also feel like with that, the more marketing, the more trolls that come in and stuff like that, and if you lose sight of that, then it becomes more of what they don't want it to be. But I think it's a fine line. To me, when I hop on Xbox and you see the Mixer tab and stuff like that, like it's right in your face. And the community that every channel that you hop into, it represents what Mixer has to offer. And but yeah, no, definitely. But I think it just is gonna take time. You have Twitch, which is they are the ones that have been doing this for the longest time and whatnot. But I think that it is slowly growing, and it's growing organically. You know what I mean? There's still trolls. There's always going to be trolls. But I don't clap back, so to speak, is getting Ninja and getting Shroud and those guys that we talked about. That is like I think they are working on getting more people in here. And then I also think it's as content creators, it's our job too to bring people in. You know what I mean? With our content.
For sure. And and one of the things I like to do is just talk to people who are probably not even familiar with the idea of streaming, because I mean, like I said, a lot of people out there probably don't even know what it's about and have either no opinion or maybe an opinion against it, because they just are not familiar with it. They don't know what's going on. Like a lot of questions outside of either my workspace they'll just ask me like, why do people want to come watch you play video games? Like, it's not. I have to explain this. Like, it's not about them coming and watch the game. Like, the game gets you to my stream. What makes you stay is the community. That's all it comes down to. Like, I just get, if I'm playing a particular game, you may just come want to watch it. I mean, some people don't even, some people are like, you know, either Shroud. I'll use Shroud as an example. People go to watch Shroud because they want to see amazing gameplay. You don't come to me to watch me get dubs on Warzone because I fucking suck at the game. Okay, you come to my stream to have a good time and maybe get some laughs and watch me rage at FIFA or something like that. I am not going to get you a lot of dubs on Warzone. Every once in a while, we'll get one, and it'll be an awesome time. We'll scream and shout like we've done it like a million times. But you know, it's just there's different content creators out there for everybody. You know, if I go watch Shroud, it's not to really interact with this community. It's to watch amazing men do work and kill 30 million people in the lobby. So it's just. It just depends. I mean, that's why I tell people the game gets you to my stream, the community makes you stay.
That's a fact, And like when somebody comes in and then your mods are welcoming them, and then just that welcoming, like that initial first impression, they're like, oh wow, I'm getting welcomed. Like what? And then you know what I mean. So definitely the community plays a big factor into everything, and then also, you know, with going back to what you said, the more bigger it gets. The more it's harder to keep up with everybody, and you know what I mean. So it's a fine line, and it's a hard balance for sure.
Yeah.
But I agree with that. It's the game, not so much. You know what I mean? The game, not so much. Everyone's can play Warzone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, me and my crew, we were playing NHL over the weekend or even the last couple of days, and we were getting smacked. But dude, that's where we're having so much fun. We're like laughing the whole time because we're just like joking with each other or just laughing. Even just laughing about us getting our ass kicked on the game was pretty funny. So we're having a great time playing that game. Yeah. And all my teammates are fighting each other, not even playing the game anymore. It was a great time. Like, we were playing it last night. We were just making fun of each other the whole time. We talked about advice, but I mean, did you ever have any like doubts or fears about you getting into streaming, or even since you've been streaming? Was there a point at any time like, man, this is not for me, or maybe I should give up?
Yeah. There's been a couple of times where I questioned myself. I don't deal with negativity well.
Okay.
I'll be honest. So when I've gotten hate. And so that has brought me down. But the community, man, is what kept me, you know, still my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So your close people are, you know, without them, I don't do this. It's very easy to have a bad day and not want to do it anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And get rid of all that pressure. But you know, it's a learning process, and you know, the more you grow, not everyone will like your content. That's something I didn't realize. I didn't even realize people would like my content. And then the fact that people could, you know, hate, and I'm just like, what did I do? And trying to understand that, you can't understand it, and it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
So that's been a learning process. But I do think that my 3 to 4 days a week, keeping it at 3 to 4 hour streams, has helped so much in preventing all that. And my disconnect days and just taking the appropriate time off to be able to do this. If I were to do it 6 days a week for like 8 hours, I would have been done. You know what I mean? And so I think, you know, listening to your body when you're getting tired, it's okay to get off. I know that there's been times where people are like, why are you getting off? You know what I mean? You just got this host, and I'm like, I'm tired. You know what I mean? I want to go to bed. Let's send this love over to somebody else that you know, that is just getting online. And so just listening to your body. If you're tired, if you're not up to it, don't burn yourself out.
Definitely, dude. Absolutely. And that's a tough pill to swallow for a lot of people. They like you said, they want to keep going, especially when I've gotten some awesome people come through and show me some love and host me, and like you said, you just want to keep going, especially if you see that number, like, oh my god, there's 150 people watching me right now, there's no way I'm going to quit, and then it could be the end of a 12-hour stream. That's happened to
Yeah.
me before.
And then you're calling off work and you're just, yeah, no. And then you're creeping into bed at 4 in the morning
Yeah.
and the floorboards are creaking and you're like,
That's definitely happened to me, bro. Believe me. I've gotten in
yeah,
trouble
no,
for it.
yeah,
But you have to find that balance, dude. That's the most important thing. We keep stressing it more, like more and more, guys. Like honestly, it really comes a balance in creating content and just real life stuff. So please try to do your best when it comes to that kind of stuff. Um, did you have any? Well, I guess I could have asked this before, but did you have any doubts or fears going into streaming?
oh, like I said, this is all still surreal to me.
Yeah.
Um, this is like I don't think anyone could have predicted this.
Hmm.
I didn't. Um, and so it's it's been a constant adjustment. The more people Mamba gets in, I was, um, it's literally the community. Like for example, I remember I got off a 12-hour shift,
Hmm.
and it was a bad one, and I didn't feel like streaming. I tried to be positive, try to bring all this energy, and um, I was sitting there like I really don't want to stream. I already tweeted it. I have to go live though.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Judo about it, and he was like, "Hey bud, it's okay to have a chill stream." And so I went and played Resident Evil and wasn't all hype, and I had a blast. And I played Animal Crossing for like 2 weeks, like totally outside of the realm
Yeah.
that I've usually did, and just had fun. Um, and so it's a constant adjustment. And no, I did not predict this. Definitely had many doubts, but just constantly switching it up and just going with the flow is okay too.
Yeah. Exactly, dude. But yeah, I tell my viewers all the time, like I don't know what I'm going to be playing today. It's probably not a good thing. I know a lot of people like schedules and like knowing what's going to come up, but I mean I could be in the mood for anything at any given time, and I could tell everybody, oh, I'm going to play Warzone today, but then totally get off and go play, you know, FIFA or something like that, or vice versa. I can think I'm going to play Warzone, but I want to go play FIFA for whatever reason. So it just like I said, and at least my community's understanding of what I'm gonna. If I change it up for any reason, they understand. Then most of them will stay, and some of them, the FIFA community is pretty strong. And so if you're not playing FIFA, most of them will leave because they like just watching that. They really do. They're really strong about
Yeah.
that game. But there's a lot of other BR viewers that will stay and watch Warzone, or if I go to PUBG or even Overwatch or something like that, they'll definitely stay by. So I really respect those kind of people that want to just hang out just to hang out, not because I'm playing a particular game. So, and it sounds
And
like you have the
then
same people.
um, but yeah, and at the same time, it's like different strokes for different folks. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Sometimes people like watching certain games, and you'll see new faces pop in because you're playing a certain game.
Yeah.
And the same thing with times too. If you switch up your times,
Hmm.
different faces will come in, and I mean, everyone has their own schedule with life and stuff and what they prefer to watch.
Yeah.
And I think that like you said, it's trying to connect the two so that no matter what game you're playing, people are there to come hang out with you, hang out with your community. Um, that is the goal.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like everyone that I've met on Fortnite, I miss you. I'll see you soon when I come back. But you just can't win everyone like that, and you know, in order to win them, it takes time and investment into that relationship.
Yeah. Awesome, dude. You got an awesome community, girl. I can't stress it enough, dude. So many people are, definitely. So you surround yourself with some amazing people, and that's what it really comes down to, guys. Like,
And what's crazy to me is that most of these guys that I've met,
mhm,
I met them from the beginning. You
mm,
know what I mean? And so we're literally all in this together.
yeah,
It's and and I just think it shows that a community is way more powerful than just one. A lot of people go into um, like for example, I don't talk about this often, but when I bring my viewers and stuff and they ask me about my Discord, I bring them into Mamba. You don't need to join my Discord. If you're a viewer,
mhm,
come meet some other amazing content creators that are that are streaming. You know what I mean? The only time I bring people into my personal Discord is if get in the voice channel to play a game. Um,
okay,
and so I just think it shows that a family is much more stronger than just one man.
yeah,
And that no matter what, like you can have some tough times, and that's okay. That's life. But your family can help you through anything.
sure, dude, true. And they're the ones that keep you going. Like I said, if you ever feel like you're down, dude, you could just talk. I'm sure you could speak to judo or not only judo but anybody else in your community, and they pick you right back up.
100%. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. I've had like very. Even the thing though is I feel like everybody on Mixer has just been amazing. Whether and I feel like you, me, like right now, this conversation is really good. Like getting to know people and getting to know their story, like, and then like, you know what I mean? If a new sports game comes out, like I'm gonna hit you up like, yo, you trying to play?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
building those relationships, or for example, like, say your wife watches this and is like, hey, I saw this girl in your DM. Like you can reach out to me and be like, hey, how did you talk to your girlfriend about this? My wife's bringing this up to me. And so like the relationships and stuff like this and getting to know people goes way farther, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than anything.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, believe me, I'm down to play any kind of sports games, dude. I love sports. I love the competition part of it. Except Madden.
Yeah,
I just won't get into
player.
I won't get into Madden. I'm sorry.
Player on Mixer.
I can't get into Madden, dude. I just can't do it. I love watching it. I will watch somebody play Madden, but I just can't do it myself.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's the same game. You've seen it before.
Let me see. Oh, when you're not streaming, who are your favorite people to watch? Who inspires you the most?
Ooh, good question. I feel like there's so many talented people on Mixer.
Don't be afraid to shout them out. Let's hear the names. Who do we got?
For example, Judo Chop.
Mm-hmm.
If you go into his stream and you don't even say a word, you just watch him work. He's so chill, so relaxing. Like you can drink a cup of coffee, and you're gonna want to pick up your phone, whatever you're watching on, type of way. I can literally name something great about everybody in the chat right now that is amazing.
Yeah.
But if we're just gonna go back to viewership, like I've said this since day one, Arcanaut is my favorite streamer.
Yeah.
His production value, top of the line.
Yeah.
And just like it's just so unique.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like everyone has their own unique. Like it's Neff. I saw him in here.
Yeah.
He literally was before this pandemic happened. At 11 o'clock at night, I would go to the gym, and I would pick up and watch his stream, and it would be him and his three friends playing like League of Legends, and they were hilarious, and I would be laughing my tail off. I didn't cuss there, but everyone has their own unique. You know, it's hard to explain. I don't want to leave anyone out, but
yeah,
I just feel like there's different things that I pick up on as a content creator, but that I go in and as a viewer, the things that I appreciate, I try to bring over, and you know what I mean.
Oh,
the
yeah,
things
definitely.
that you enjoy as a viewer, I try to bring over into when I go live. But yeah, I would say that I've learned from so much. But if I had to say anything, those three guys or three people, definitely unique. I wish I can go on and on and on about so many great people. I see Rose's in here. I seen Outlaws in here.
Yep.
There's so many great people. I don't want to leave anybody out. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I do enjoy your content. I really, really do. I enjoy hanging out with you guys.
And like I said, everybody brings their own piece of pie to the table. Like it's just like everybody's so different. I mean, I always tell people, don't be afraid to. I was gonna say something. Be inspired. Don't, copycat anybody. You can definitely like Stu. I saw Stu throwing stuff on his screen like during all his hype session. He was receiving embers and stuff like that. It's like, man, this dude's getting really hyped up. I love all the stuff he does with his green screen, and I wasn't even afraid. I asked him like, dude, where did you get your stuff from? How do you find this inspiration? And he hooked me up. He told me all about the stuff on YouTube, like the green screen effects you could add. And dude, that night, while in his stream, I was like on YouTube for hours looking at green screen effects for a long time, and it was just like I got inspiration from that, just like watching him. So it was pretty cool. Like I like the office scene that I added earlier. Like, I found that on YouTube and I just use it as a scene now. Like that's like one of my chill like scenes, like when I just want to talk to people, no gameplay or nothing like that, no chat. It's just me in the background, just sitting back and just talking to people. So don't be afraid to be inspired by anybody. I'm not telling you to go copycat anybody's content, but just make it your own. That's all you really have to do. I need it. Yes, I do need a Hulk smash for FIFA. I'm about to smash my wall. I swear to God, that game makes me so mad. But yeah, man, I think it's awesome. There's so many awesome people out there for sure.
And that's a great point. And too is at the same time, if you see somebody that's copying you, it's okay to like feel some type of way about it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, be like, hey, I think I might have inspired somebody. This is awesome. Like, cherish that moment.
Yeah.
Cherish that moment and be like, wow, like this is awesome.
Yeah, they felt your content was so awesome. They try to make it their own. It's like, dude, and it's gonna be it's so hard out. There's so many content creators. It's gonna be almost nearly impossible to make something original now these days. So, you know, you're gonna come across it. Just try not to make a whole scene about it. I guess, you know, be humble. Like I said, when they loved your content so much, they went ahead and copied you for whatever reason. So it's just the way it is.
I agree with you though. To say I mean, you're gonna want to say something, but you know what I mean. It's just all right. Let's go. We'll keep it going. We'll keep adapting. We'll make more stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's funny. Guys, I just want to give you a heads up right here. I'm just gonna take a break. Thank you so much for all the follows. I see all the follows and hosts and everything. Embers have been absolutely flipping amazing, guys. Cannot thank you guys enough for being so generous, not only with the monetary stuff, but just the most valuable thing we discussed this earlier was time. Just you spending time in the chat, y'all chatting it up and hanging out with each other while we're doing the interview. I mean, we're definitely going to get to a point where if y'all have any questions for Stu, we're definitely going to get to that. I probably have a few more questions, and I want you to think of some amazing questions, stuff that I did not even think of. I want you to embarrass the guy. We got to think of something.
Let's go.
He's prepared. He's been preparing himself all day for this. So make sure if y'all have any questions, my mods will try to copy them, and we'll get to them definitely in just a few minutes. So, but thank you guys. I do want to thank you for everything. All the follows, host, Embers, Sparks. Y'all been absolutely amazing. For sure. Go ahead. If you have said something.
Don't make me cry, bossy. But I'm gonna go to the restroom too. So when you take a break,
yeah, no worries.
We'll keep going.
Go ahead. Awesome, guys. I definitely have to get back to a couple of y'all. I think y'all dropped me some follows, and I'll have to get to Judo. Who else is a streamer in here? I want to make sure I show some love to all of y'all. And don't be afraid. I know all my mods have been shouting people out the entire stream. Hopefully y'all are showing each other love. I know there's a lot of people in my community that are not familiar with Stu or maybe his team and MambaES. Making sure y'all are showing some love to each other, man. There's a lot of amazing content creators in here. A lot of y'all are. Let me make sure. Okay, Naf. Let me make sure I show some love to Naf. Judo, let me make sure I can drop a follow for you. Queen of Mixer. Follow. Ultimate Host. I'm not like a follow for follow, guys. I definitely wanted to tell you that. So if I drop you a follow, please expect me in your stream to come and hang out and show some love. Right now, because of my works, I don't know if people know what I do. I'm a police officer in Texas, so we do have a lot of downtime because of stuff that's kind of slowed down in some aspects of our work. So at work, especially if y'all stream early in the mornings, I will definitely be there because I need something to do to keep me awake. It's so boring at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'm glad Mamba isn't a follow. We definitely show love, and that's what I like to do as well. I love to come and check out new streams, especially if I've never seen you before. I love to check out new content, new games that maybe I've never played before. I went into Outlaw stream. I'm sure y'all are familiar with Outlaw. He was playing Fallout 76. He knows. I spent like several hours in the stream because I'd never played Fallout before, and he took the time to explain the game to me, and he got me inspired. I went ahead and got fucking Fallout 76 because of him. It was so funny. Us fellow Latinos got to stick together. Awesome, Judo. I Latino pride over here. Outlaw. It was actually downloading while I'm doing this show, Outlaw. So hopefully hopefully I get to play it after this stream. You could be whatever you want, Ash. I don't care. You could be a Latin a Latin Bandicoot. Latino Heat. Night you. I love my Canadians, Queen. I love Canada. I've been to Toronto and I've been to Calgary so far. And I would have went to Vancouver this year, but of course all the COVID crap has kind of hindered my travels. You're from? Oh, I love Toronto. That's one of my favorite cities I've ever been to. I have a lot of family in New York City. Obviously, you see the Yankees hat. My dad's side is from New York, so going to Toronto, it felt almost like New York, but so much more cleaner. The people were so fucking nice there. It was just absolutely amazing. I'm ready to get my Canadian citizenship and just move to Toronto. I love it there. If I come to Toronto, we're definitely gonna be best friends. And I love Niagara Falls. I actually got a chance to go to Niagara Falls because I think it's like 2 hours away from Toronto, and it was a lot of fun. I don't mind the cold though. I don't mind the cold. It's so hot in Texas. I'm getting tired of the heat. You're moving to the States. You're gonna make a quick turnaround because I guess it depends where you're moving in the States. Because it gets so damn cold here. I'm sorry, hot. I really miss the cold. You're going to Florida. Oh my God, get rid of the humidity. Humidity is so bad in Florida, and then the hurricanes and stuff like that. Like I don't want to deal with that. You get hurricanes every year. You live for the heat, or you're gonna enjoy it there. That's for sure. Ugh. All right, brother. Let me see. Oop, pulled the wrong thing up on my phone. Oh, come on now. Technology sucks. What do you see for the future of not only for yourself but of Mamba? What do you see? What do you expect?
Just continuing being in terms of Mamba, continuing being a presence on Mixer, for new streamers, partnered streamers, just a place where someone can come in that is questioning streaming, or a viewer, just a comfortable place for anybody to come hang out and just get involved in a community that will have their back. So it has grown I think to a point almost where it's like, is it too much? But at the same time, people have left the Discord and there's inactivity that I think that no matter what, it can still keep going. And it's been nothing but positive. So I look forward to it continuing to grow and, growing with my friends and having a place where new people can come into to feel that, feel that love and, feel at home on this Mixer community. In terms of me, I'm just streaming, just playing video games, trying new games out, having fun. I've got a couple of things I'm working on.
Yeah.
We were talking about.
Yeah, I'm excited, dude.
But I mean, it's just I'm just playing games with my friends, and whatever happens on my end, I'm more focused on growing Mamba and growing this community because I've really enjoyed that.
That's awesome, brother. I mean, you're doing big things. I can't stress it enough, dude. You're absolutely doing big things. I think this is one of my last questions for myself before we get to like the hot fire, the hot seat. I like to call it the hot seat questions.
Ooh, let's go.
But what are your favorite tools you use during your streams, or anything in particular that you would suggest to people? Either be like, programs you use in the background or whatever.
So Stream Deck, 100%. The Stream Deck is amazing for like the triggering animations and controlling everything. In terms of program, I just found out how much better my computer runs OBS on. So if you're using Streamlabs OBS, there's actually an import button on OBS that will take everything from Streamlabs and bring it over to OBS.
Oh wow!
So it's just one button, and you'll notice your CPU percentage drop from like 80 to 20. It's a big difference. So definitely recommend OBS. It's definitely a learning curve. Also, if you can do your hotkeys on OBS and slobs. A lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, I have hotkeys for myself too.
You could switch a ton of different things, get everything down. Other programs. I use YouTube to learn or to figure out a bunch of stuff. I don't use Pixel Chat. I've wanted to use it. I just haven't yet. But I love the giveaways that it has. The subtitles that you have, I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you this. Did I tell you this story?
Go
My
ahead.
mom and sister are deaf.
Oh no, no, you have not
But
told me.
so my mom and sister are deaf, so I think that's awesome to have subtitles. Um, so definitely a very useful tool,
Mhm.
100%.
Absolutely.
How about you? What do
And,
you think?
oh yeah, I
What's your
love Pixel Chat. I use it for a lot of stuff, and I ended up getting like the subscription portion of it. I think it's like $5 a month, and I don't know if you know the guy. He actually streams on Mixer, and he actually like will stream like the stuff that the dev stuff. I guess when it comes to like him building all the programs that he does. So he's a really nice guy. He's actually hosted me a few times. I mean, definitely check him out. I think it's like AC Pixel, if I'm correct. AC Pixel on Mixer. So definitely check him out, guys. Um, but yeah, the closed caption. What's great about closed captioning on Pixel Chat is it's free. Like you don't have to pay for it. Just go get it. And from what I hear, like it's really rough with my voice because I'm really deep. I have a deep, very white voice. But with like female voices, like really high pitched voices, if I talk like this, it will definitely pick up everything I freaking say. So it's just you'll see like I want to say it's like 60% accuracy with what I say. But if for females, it's like perfect. Like every time my sister will be standing across the freaking room, it'll pick up everything she says, like perfectly, word for word. But I could be sitting here, and that's where it's like 60%, just because I guess the way my voice reverberates. I don't know, through the microphone. I guess I don't know. But I love Pixel Chat. I definitely recommend Pixel Chat for the giveaways. There's like a social thing it'll have like all your socials pop up on your stream. Um, that's all I use it for. I know my sister uses it for like her alerts, and it'll keep track of like all the hosts and follows that come through for her. Um, I use Streamlabs OBS, but I stream, and I don't know if people use this before. I don't use my CPU to stream. I use my graphics card.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yes, so I know what I know what people were saying that it really stresses your CPU usage, but I use my graphics card, and then it uses like 15% of my CPU while I'm streaming. So I really don't have any issues dropping frames. I know that's an issue for a lot of people. Mix It Up. I love Mix It Up.
Oh,
Um,
big shout out to Mix It Up.
yeah, I love Mix It Up. I've been using that for a long time, almost as long as I've been streaming. It's very intimidating in the very beginning because there's a lot of stuff to it. But if you can sit down and just take a day just to look at everything that's in there, you can take advantage of a lot of stuff. I mean, Mix It Up has a fucking app, almost like Streamlabs has an app on your phone, and you can do just about anything on the Mix It Up app. I don't know if I can show you on my remote, but it's like a remote, almost like a iPhone app that you can download, and you can do the same thing. You can hit buttons on your app, and it'll do certain things with your stream or anything, any kind of command that you set up. So, um, I think that's just about it. Let me ask you this: why do you use a green screen versus a natural background?
Ooh,
Yeah.
good question. So when I first started, I was like, I don't like the green screen. I don't like I was like the room is part of you, part of who you are. But I think it pulls away. It can distract the viewer.
Yeah.
Um, it it just this is just me. This is just me.
Yeah.
And it's my house is nasty.
That's what I was
Um,
laughing
I'm waiting for my girlfriend to pop in here right about now. Um, but I think you can do a lot of cool things with the effects that I've recently got into.
hmm
I didn't start getting into the effects behind me until I got the green screen, and I think it separates you or helps your community connect with you because it's just you in the game and them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Um, and so I once I figured out the green screen and like for example, right now I just have this is all a video background. This is not my actual room.
I was waiting
Uh,
for you to tell
this,
somebody that.
this is all a green screen. So um,
Is it
there she is.
people didn't even realize it. It's not even his actual room. He's just using the green screen.
Yeah. I made sure to clean the bed one time. I cleaned it my one time per year, and then I took a quick video.
That was from
And
like
then
2 years
yeah,
ago. It's a 2-year-old photo he's using in the background.
but it looks, you know what I mean? It looks
Yeah.
like
It looks real. Dude. That's a great photo.
There's a it's a video actually. Before
That's awesome.
Alpha Gaming, yes, Outlaw.
Let me see. Oh, but yeah, I mean, so you actually did stream with the natural background before you got the green screen?
If you look at my intro video, whenever somebody, but all my clips on there are actually non-green screen, just the camera, Logitech C922.
Okay.
Yeah, full room. I had like the LED lights to lighten up the background and stuff, because that's the direction I wanted to go to.
Yeah.
And then yeah, adapted, changed, and just.
That's awesome, dude. I mean, I think there's pros and cons to each one. I mean, like I said, it's to each their own. I mean, some people have some amazing backgrounds. They have like, you know, either just trinkets and stuff like that they've had, you know, gaming stuff that they like to share and stuff like that. So I understand. I did both as well. I know I have a green screen now, but I wouldn't mind having the option to do both, whatever I feel like it. You know, either using a green screen for, say like I know we're like BR stuff, like when you're playing shooters, it's kind of optimal to have a green screen because you have more room for people to see. But when I'm playing FIFA, it's not really necessary. Like you can see the pitch, you can see the players moving up and down the field. It's not like you have to like watch somebody, you know, in the background like you're trying to shoot somebody. So I understand both sides of it for sure. So
And I think though, if you are questioning it, just realize that you can do both with this little
yeah,
thing,
exactly.
and you can do whatever you want.
You can put whatever they want in the background.
Yeah, except that when it's nighttime, you can't have this one because you see the sunlight and someone will call you out on it.
Just tell me you live in
always one
Alaska.
person.
You live in
There's
Alaska and
always-
it's like 16 hours of sunlight that day or something. I don't know. That's awesome. All right, guys, we're nearing the end of the questions, or my questions. I'm gonna ask them a couple more, just hot seat questions. But make sure y'all have your questions ready for them because I want to hear some amazing questions for Stu. All right. All right, Stu. So this is gonna be this or that, and make sure you answer as quickly as possible.
This or that.
This or that. All right.
Okay.
And we may go into a maybe
A debate.
well, not even. We don't have to go to debate if you want. If you want to fight about it, we can. I don't care.
No. Let's go.
But we can elaborate your answers if you want to. All right. Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Marvel. Is there any particular reason?
Their movies, their series, everything since like the DC stuff, since the motion picture, is completely out of the water when it comes to players. I mean, I love me some Dark Knight. Don't get me wrong, but like everything else since then, has been all Marvel. But Marvel right now.
Marvel. DC has their chance to take over if they take advantage of all the stuff going on. So with Avengers being over, they could try to step in. So, pineapple on pizza.
No.
What? He
One
said
more time.
no.
No. No.
Oh my god, I love pineapple on pizza, dude. Oh no.
No. Is this a pizza cake? Or is this dessert?
It could be. It could be whatever you want. You can make
No.
pizza whatever you want.
If you put whipped cream and ice cream on it, then yes, you can put pineapple on it.
Whipped cream on. I would put whipped cream on my ice cream. Definitely. Pineapple belongs on pizza. See, here's the thing. I tell people like I don't eat just pineapple on my pizza. I like to put like ham or some other meat. It doesn't have to be just pineapple. So would you eat it if it had ham on it and pineapple?
I mean,
Bacon, exactly. Bacon.
I mean, like, there's meat and fruit in a salad, but that's a salad. I don't put my
God.
meats and fruits on my pizza because that's not a pizza. It's it's no.
Have you ever
sorry.
tried? Have you ever tried it though?
I have tried
Okay,
it.
all right. At least
I'm
you've
not a
tried it.
fan.
At least you've tried it. I was like, I hate people that don't try it. Like Van is my dude, fantastic. He's so picky. He won't even try it. Like you can't even knock it until you try it.
I'm a garbage disposal. I'll eat anything, but if I don't like it, I don't like it.
Yeah. Van, what's that sandwich that you keep talking about? I don't. He does like Doritos and what mayo or something like that. He has to like. He has to be the one to explain that one. Doritos and mayo. Would you try that? Like a sandwich. I'm sorry, like not just like you put mayo on your Doritos. You get 2 pieces of bread, get some Doritos chips, and then he says trust.
Oh, that sounds absolutely great.
You would try that
right now after this.
You wouldn't even hesitate to try that.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
What flavor Doritos?
Does Jimmy John's have that sandwich, man?
It's the Fantastic Special. You just have to go to the. It's not even off. It's off the menu. You have to ask him for it.
In the fine print. Ask.
He's like, yeah, bro. Let me get some Doritos from the back real quick. It's $1 million idea. You better tell him right now before somebody steals it. Nutritious and delicious. Oh my god. What about a bagel with cream, cheese, jam, and bacon? Ooh, Queen, I would actually try that. That actually sounds pretty good.
That sounds good.
I'm not opposed to that.
Fruit on it.
That actually sounds really delicious. Oh, if you had to watch a movie for the rest of your life, what would it be?
The Joker.
The newest one, I guess, with Joaquin.
Yep.
Hands down. That's your favorite movie?
That or Django.
Oh,
I love Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Django's an amazing movie. But I love The Joker. Me and my girlfriend watched it like 3 times in the theaters.
Oh,
We're probably gonna watch it again tonight. But Django is an amazing movie.
Django is amazing.
Yeah.
So, would you put Django, since you're a Quentin fan, would you put Django above every other Quentin movie?
For me personally, yes. Simply
Like
because
Pulp
I watched
Fiction,
Django.
Inglorious Bastards.
I love those movies. Don't get me wrong. I just think that I think people don't, when they're rating movies. I don't think people realize that people rate movies sometimes based on the things they have going on in their life and what that movie, the first time they watch it, how it made them felt. And so for that, to me, I watched Django in the movie theaters. I got to see that whole experience. I didn't watch Pulp Fiction in the movie theaters. You know what I mean? It's a earlier movie. I don't even think I was born when it came out. But yeah, so I really enjoyed Django. His newest one, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I loved it, but Django is still number one.
That one I haven't seen yet. For some reason, I haven't had a chance to watch that. I'm a big Quentin fan as well.
You're missing out. You're missing out. It's such a great movie.
I would definitely check it out. I'll definitely have to check it out. I want to say Pulp Fiction, and you're probably right, because the first time I saw Pulp Fiction was with my wife, and we were dating. That was like one of the first movies we actually sat down like on the couch and actually watched together. So that one has like a special feel, I guess, like a sentiment behind it. So, and she's the one that showed it to me. I had never seen Pulp Fiction before, and she actually took the time and just sat me down and actually watched it. So, and then Inglourious Bastards is like right after that. I think this is one of my two. Yeah.
I love it.
Brad Pitt is fucking hilarious in that movie. I love it. And I forget that.
Dude, you gotta watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood after this.
Yeah.
You really do. It's so good.
I definitely have to watch it. I love the actor that's in Inglourious Bastards. I forget his name. The one that's in the
German guy, right?
Yeah.
He's in. I don't know.
He's in Django too, so he's like the main character in Django. I forget his name.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
Yeah, I love his characters in both movies. He's an awesome actor. I'm sure he's done other movies as well, but this is the main 2 movies I know him for. If I was in Texas and saw Dilla pull me over and walk over to me in my car, I would shit myself. I don't want anybody to shit themselves. I'm really nice to everybody until you make me act like an asshole. Like I'm pretty nice to everybody. Oh my god. What's the nasty? Oh, Pepsi or Coke?
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. So, Diet Coke over Diet Pepsi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hands down.
I mean, I'm not really picky. If like most stores that have Diet Pepsi, I get like Diet Mountain Dew instead.
Okay.
They don't do both, like Coke products or Pepsi products.
I've never been a fan of the diet products. If I drink Coke, I like Coke Zero. Coke Zero is like one of my favorite ones.
Can you tell me the difference between Coke Zero?
And it tastes different to me. Coke Zero actually does taste like Coke to me, but I can definitely tell like it's not like when I drink Coke, it has like that bite to it. So when I drink like Coke Zero, it doesn't have that same bite.
I've
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to
I can't
test it.
explain it.
I've never noticed it.
And Viv is the one that introduced me to Coke Zero. I had never tried Coke Zero until like a few years ago, and she's the one that showed it to me, and I was like, man, this actually tastes pretty good. It doesn't taste like a diet soda. It just tastes like regular Coke without the bite. I don't think it tastes flat to me. I think Coke Zero tastes just like Coke.
Some after.
Yeah,
We're
you
gonna
have to try
a
it.
Dorito sandwich and a Coke Zero.
Yo, Scotland, what's up, man? What's up, Otis? How you doing, guys? Great combo. That's a fantastic special. Oh my god. Do you drink Monster? I do drink Monster, but I drink like the zero ones. I don't drink like, I hate regular Monster. Regular Monster just tastes like crap to me. I can't drink Monster.
Monster Zero for me.
Yeah. Red Bull? Do you drink Red Bull?
The zeros.
The zeros? I don't think I've ever had like a Red Bull Zero though. You're right. They're not good for you. They probably are poison.
Like the word. This energy drink, my girlfriend the other day showed me like a video on YouTube about some guy having a fast heart rate because of energy drinks. So she's just gonna sit there and be like, "You can't have any."
I've never felt my heart rate like elevate after drinking an energy drink. That means I feel like that dude's just like really sensitive to caffeine. I feel like that he probably shouldn't be drinking that stuff. Period.
I shouldn't Red Bull.
Leon, I don't know how you're doing that, dude. I like to enjoy my energy drinks. I don't shotgun any of them unless I'm like taking a shot with one.
Yeah, same. I like to enjoying it and then getting charged up. Be like, let's go.
Yeah. Your boss's dad died from a heart attack from an energy drink? I feel like he probably had some underlying issues besides just a regular human being, like healthy human being, should not die from drinking an energy drink.
And that was the last time I had an energy drink.
Yeah, exactly. She's ended it. You're never drinking one ever again. Not in her presence. You're gonna be sneaking Red Bulls to your room.
My head off camera. Babe, are you drinking an energy drink?
Oh my god. Outlaw, I do drink Bang, but I mean, I have to be in the mood for them. I think they have like I think it's like a black cherry vanilla one that I really enjoy. I think it's my favorite one. Let me see what else I think that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to ask those questions to get your opinion. I still think pineapple belongs on pizza, but to each its own.
Pizza.
I guess let me ask you this: if you had one final meal, what would you eat?
Ooh.
You're on your dying lasagna on your dying bed.
Just like 8 cheeses. I'm a big cheese guy. Every single cheese out there on that lasagna, and I think I'd be pretty dang sad.
More cheese than pasta. Just a big ball of cheese.
Lasagna is like a 7-layer pizza. Like, you can't go wrong.
Pizza with pineapple, dude. I'm gonna find some pineapple and throw it on your pizza. I'm just gonna find a whole pineapple and throw it on your pizza. Cheese is GOAT for sure. I used to work in a deli in my younger years, and we had to cut like fine cheeses like Havarti and Gouda and Munster cheese. Like, those were the GOATs back in the day. Used to steal a slice for myself every once in a while. Pineapple pizza is only tolerable when you've had a few adult beverages. We'll see about that next pack south, dude. I'm gonna find the best pineapple pizza out there in San Antonio. You definitely go. Oh, let me ask you that. Did you plan on going to any conventions? I'm not sure you started streaming after the pack south. So what do you think is next for you?
I will be attending.
Okay.
That is my goal. Can you continue connecting, meeting with people, meeting my friends? 100%. Do plan on going.
Awesome, dude. I hope you come to PAX South. I know the East and West are the bigger ones, like bigger conventions, absolutely. But South just feels more intimate, and that's why I keep telling people, like, it's still relatively, to me, it's relatively big. I consider it big, but I'm sure it's not big as PAX West or East. But PAX South, it's awesome, dude. Like I said, this last year felt like a fucking family reunion. There was so many awesome people that came down, so many awesome partner streamers. You know, you still have that time to I don't want to say network, like, because you don't like networking, but to meet other companies and, you know, talk to them, maybe get yourself a sponsorship or an affiliateship for somebody. You know, there's just so many people that still show up, and it's just amazing. We had an absolute blast this last year, and we rented a house, and I think we had 12. It was meant for 12 people, but I think at one point we had like 15 in our house. 10? It was probably meant for 10. But we had an enormous group in the house. We all squeezed in, slept on couches,
That sounds like a good time.
Slept on fucking air mattresses, and we had an amazing time for sure. It was a blast, dude. And I plan to do the same thing next year, but we're probably gonna need a bigger fucking house because we've got a bigger community now. The Mamba house party. There you go. The Mamba house party.
Mixer house party.
I can't wait, man. I wanted to go to PAX West, but I feel like it's going to be canceled because of all this crap. We haven't heard anything yet.
It's in September, right?
It could be. They could push it back. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I have no idea.
A lot of questions in the air.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Do you have any questions for me?
I was not prepared for this.
I'm just asking if you had thought anything off the top of your head.
So no, you've been streaming for a lot longer than I have. Probably a lot longer than some of the people that from Mamba that are in here. What's your advice that you could share with them? That you think what's one thing you've learned on your journey that you think every streamer should know about?
Well, like I said, I think we talked about it a little bit earlier, but I mean, if I had to start all over again, I would definitely become an avid viewer before I started streaming. Like getting to know people, like your boy Steel did. Like getting to know a community, hanging out with them, creating friendships. That way, when I was ready to stream, I had that instant, you know, love for the channel and stuff like that. Because believe me, it was dark. It was the dark ages when I first started. I was streaming to zeros. I was streaming to ones. I had to do research. I had to search inside myself to see how I could build my own community and get advice from different content creators. I mean, it was tough in the very beginning, and that would be the only way I would like to change it up. I mean, still, it made me stronger. It made me believe in myself because I know I can stream to 0 people. I can stream to 1,000 people. Like, I'll still act the same. I'll still treat everybody the same. There's no changing me. I know, and that's definitely one of the things I would like to change. I would have changed back then. But I mean, like I said, everything happens for a reason. I love my journey so far, and I think that's what kind of inspired me to create the show. Because I mean, it's hard. It's hard to go out there and find new people. It's hard to find new content creators on this platform, even if it's not as big as Twitch. I mean, I can only imagine how hard it is on Twitch. You know, it's still hard on this platform to go out there and to get discovered. You know, because my community would have probably never heard of your name unless I brought you to the show. It could have been like that, or they could have just came across you, you know, randomly. So it's just, you know, that's why I did this. I want people to see new faces, new content creators, and give them a chance to tell their story, you know, of why they do this kind of stuff. So this is what I do it for.
Dude, thank you so much for inviting me, man. It's been an honor. I've had a really good time, some good conversation.
For sure.
So thank you so much for having me, man.
No problem, man. I really appreciate all your family coming over and hanging out with us too, man. It means a lot to me to have a community, just interact with mine, and then y'all get to know each other and hang out with each other. It's been an awesome chat. It's been flowing all day. This whole interview has been flowing, showing love with follows and hosts and sparks and like that. It's been amazing. I really do appreciate y'all guys. So, do y'all have any questions for Stu? I hope y'all do.
Let's go.
Let's see what y'all got. Let's see what y'all got. ASMR channel. Oh my god. I think I told everybody when I got to 2,000 followers I was going to do an ASMR stream. Back in the day. I don't know if I ever followed through. Maybe I
want to do an ASMR co-stream? I hate co-streams. But I'll do it with you.
Ooh, what is your favorite in-stream snack? Are you asking me or are you asking him? Ask him that. Ask him. What's your favorite in-stream snack?
Oh, I think the chat can answer that. Neff said it countless of times, but pizza.
Pizza.
Uh, so
Nice.
when I first started streaming, uh, there was a I this is how new I am, is that every time I was streaming consistently, like the first couple of weeks, there's a guy in there, Jake plays, great dude, and he was like, one day during the stream, I was like, "Oh, my pizza's here," and he was like, "Dude, I've been in your stream every day this week, and you've had pizza 5 days in a row." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't even realize that." Like I have to, but I haven't had pizza in a while, guys. But pizza is my go-to.
I want to probably admit that I've probably eaten pizza on my stream more than anything else as well. Because like when I stream is when my wife is at work, so I have to fend for myself when it comes to food. And I'm not much of a chef myself. I will cook things once in a blue moon, and it'll probably like the next time I cook, it's gonna snow in Texas. So I just order pizza. It's my go-to. I can order like enough for myself for now, and then save it for later. Like it's just my go-to for sure. So that's definitely one of my favorite snacks on stream. Van, I think I missed your question. Crap.
That's a really good question.
I missed it. If you saw it, go ahead. You can answer.
If Mamba Esports is just content creators and streamers, or are we looking into anything esports or moving into any esports? So when me and Judo made this, we wanted to keep it open to that. So it is open into growing in that direction. So for example, Rose was in a Chipotle. He's in the chat right now. He was in a Chipotle Call of Duty tournament. Was like, hey, can we use this to represent Mamba? And we're like, sure, go ahead. So it is open to that. We have so if somebody's in the community and represents what we're about and wants to compete in a tournament under our name and have be competitive and so absolutely. We would be honored for you to represent what we're about and represent us at a tournament and whatnot. So absolutely, yes.
Awesome, dude. Definitely. That's awesome. I mean, that seems like it's just in the beginning stages for y'all, but I mean, the more you get exposed, for sure, as an esports team, it's going to come together for sure. So that's great. And it kind of gives you a different like avenue inside the team as well. Like we have just an esports team, and then we can have just the content creators team. So that's awesome. Let me see what else do we got. Book. I like my favorite pizza is a supreme pizza, so it has like bell peppers, like onions, mushrooms, and stuff like that, along with like pepperoni or sausage. Like it's just loaded with different toppings. So that's my favorite. That's my go-to pizza. I don't know about you, Stu.
I'm a big fan. I've Blaze's Pizza, and I create my own and have like chicken, ham, mushrooms, black olives, good stuff. No fruits, no pineapples.
I'm gonna tell one of your guys to hook you up and just have a pineapple fall in your pizza sometime. Let's see.
Just a whole pineapple in the middle. Can't even
Queen asks, "What's your favorite hobby slash downtime?" I guess, yeah. What's your favorite thing to do off the stream?
Watching TV, movies, TV shows, anything. Me and my girlfriend are on a horror movie show this week. We've literally watched like 5 horror movies this week. I just like relaxing. I haven't gone. I use the gym to decompress, but haven't. My gym shut down since the pandemic. So those two things would be my favorite outside of streaming, and I literally enjoy hanging out on other people's stream and just being myself and not having to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because streaming takes a lot of energy and just being able to kick back, relax, enjoy good content.
Exactly. For sure, brother. Leon asks, "What's your favorite ice hockey team or soccer team if you have one or if you follow one?"
Don't follow hockey, but soccer is Barcelona and Man U.
Nice.
How about you?
I'm an Arsenal fan when it comes to Premier League. When it comes to La Liga, I haven't really decided yet. I like Barcelona, but I also like Real Madrid. I was actually born in Madrid, so I kind of have ties
Oh
there.
wow.
Yeah, so I haven't really decided. Like I feel like if I follow Barcelona, I'm gonna be traded from where I was born. Like I was born in Madrid, so. But if I follow Madrid, then I can't like Messi because Messi's on Barcelona. So and Antoine Griezmann's one of my favorite players too. So I was like, it's just like a
Dude,
yeah.
welcome to Barcelona, brother.
But I also like Gareth Bale. But Gareth Bale and Kareem Benzema are one of my favorite players too. So I just say I like both of them for now.
You like soccer?
Yeah, I like soccer. Yeah, I know Van doesn't like Kareem because he hates him in game, but Kareem's a fucking legend. Okay, I don't even want to hear. Let me see. And you already know my ice hockey team is Dallas Stars. I live in Texas, so that's the only team we got. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Up the Gunners, baby. Up the Gunners. Let me see.
It's Neff asked a good question.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He said, "What pushes you to follow this path in life as a mixer streamer?" That is a very good question, and I just think that this is my escape. So no matter like I come here to escape the real world. Obviously with my occupation and stuff, times are hard after work or or have like spending all day doing homework. I get to leave it all, kind of escape, and just and so being able to escape and at the same time hang out with my friends. So no matter what, whether I'm streaming or not streaming, I'm connected with them, and I just think that pushes me to continue to come back to Mixer, continue streaming, continue supporting, and so definitely just the friendships and being able to escape and be at peace when I come to stream or come on Mixer.
Absolutely, man. I think that's one of the reasons I do it as well, man. Like I said, it's an escape from the job and life sometimes. So, I mean, now that I had moved away from my family, like my immediate family, almost 4 years ago. So I've used this to basically fill in from the family that I got. I mean, I still talk to my immediate family. We're still really close. And Viv is here with me. So, I mean, but I lost a lot of friends moving so far away from them, and I've used the Mixer family to kind of fill that void. So it's been awesome, and I couldn't be happier with the people that I've met on the platform. So
It's like do you feel like you know these people? 'Cause it feels like
Yeah.
I've known them all my life.
yeah,
Like it's crazy how connected when you go into somebody's stream in their place and you hang out with them and vice versa. Like it is a real connection. And it's amazing. It's a beautiful thing to see, and very thankful for it.
absolutely. And like I said, just wait until you go to like PAX South and like put faces to names and stuff like that, dude.
Ever since you talked about it, I'm like
Yeah.
excited about it now. I'm
Yeah.
like ready.
Dude, it's
My
amazing.
girlfriend loves traveling, so she's ready too. I already know it.
It's awesome. It is a great time, man. It's absolutely a great time. And even if we don't have fun at the convention, we always have fun outside. Like at the house we had a blast. Just like we played Mario Party, we played so many games on the Switch. I'm trying to remember.
Party, that's
Mario
fun.
Party, Mario Kart. We were just having a blast. Oh my god. Get him to travel? Yeah, I'm down to travel. I want to go back to Toronto. I want to go back to Calgary. I know my wife we want to go back to. We did drink a lot. I want to go to Vancouver. I love to travel too. And my wife is a real big travel junkie as well. So I'm down to travel as well. We love it. We went to Ireland last year and that was a blast. Ireland's beautiful. Let's go party at PAX South.
Let's go.
You're already buying your plane tickets right now for San Antonio next year. Oh.
Yeah.
Eh.
Hey, that's my real name. Knock it off.
Your government name.
Hey, what are you doing? Delete. Mods.
I thought she was talking about Austin, Texas. Like, Austin's fun too. I don't mind going to Austin. Austin has 6th Street. Like, I don't mind that.
Mods, where you at? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't care.
Yeah, just go visit Texas. Texas is awesome as well. Believe me, we're better than, especially better than California, better than Washington. So, and I can't wait for all the new people that I've met along the way, man. We've met so many people since PAX South that I'm excited to come next year. Like yourself included, man. Next year it's gonna be awesome if you.
I'm
if you
game.
ever come
100% game. I'm there. In there like swimwear.
I can't wait, dude. We're gonna have a blast for sure. So, does anybody else have any other questions?
Keep them flowing.
Anybody?
Open book.
His bank account, his social security.
Whatever you want. My third grade teacher, who I sat next to in the second grade, open book.
Mother's maiden name. Parents coming in clutch and getting me tickets for back up. Let's go, Rose. PayPal.
All right, serious questions.
Guys, anything. Don't be afraid.
Literally anything.
I'm gonna give you all a chance. If you have any, are you a G
Am I a
Fuel?
G Fuel guy? No.
No, not yet.
No. I haven't tried it yet, but with this whole no caffeine thing my girlfriend's trying to impose on me, it's gonna be coming soon. I'm like, I have to try something else so that, you know, she's okay with it and I got energy. But yeah, I've never tried it before. I will try it because, like I said, it can be pretty tiring to stream and just, you know, staying up late and being healthy and stuff. So I'll look into it.
For sure. I've never tried it myself either, so I have no opinion about it either. I see a lot of people using it, so I know it's got to be a decent product.
Yeah,
for sure.
it's got to be pretty good.
Yeah. Rose asked about your hair products. What do you use for your hair?
Big and sexy hairspray. $14 at Walmart. Sometimes $13, depending on.
Does the headset mess up your hair?
This hairspray, no.
No.
This hairspray, look at this. Look
It's
at
like a hell. It's like a.
it poofs back up after you take it off. It's amazing.
It's like a helmet, dude. You just run into somebody with it.
Yeah, this. I was gonna do a football reference, but it's gonna be good.
Is it a routine? See, she's exposing you right now. There's like a whole routine behind it.
Yeah, I blow dry it the opposite way, and then I do it the other way, so it gets the poof.
Nice. When I get my hair back, you're gonna have to teach me because it's like it's getting there. It's getting kind of wild now. But
Oh, dude, I'll teach you the ways. I got you.
especially with like all the barbers being closed, it sucks. I think. Let me see. Oh, I know. They asked about your career. So, what made you choose the nursing field?
That was a good question, F. So when I was younger, my mom, so my mom's deaf. I explained that already, but she had breast cancer, and I remember being really young and going, like, terrified. I'm freaking out. You know, I've heard the word cancer. Now I'm associating it with my mom, and I'm panicking. I'm like, I'm gonna lose my mom. And I remember visiting my mom, and she's like in good spirits. And my mom, already being deaf, I've just kind of visioned her being in the hospital, being really scared, because she's deaf. You know, there's a language barrier and things like that. But I saw her happy, and I was confused on, like, why is my mom happy right now? Like, what is going on? Like, this, we just found out some terrible news. Like, and here she is in good spirits. And then I realized, like, you know, it was the nurse's interaction with her, and just their ability to make her feel safe and make her, you know, feel inspired that she can beat this, and the fact that you know, that inspiration was carry over to me and made me feel confident. I was just like, okay, this is what I want to do. Like, I can definitely do this. And so, yeah, kind of the similar way I use streaming as, you know, inspiration and positivity. I do the same thing with my patients. Little things like, you know, hey, this surgery is going to be great. Like, I know this doctor, all of his patients are very happy. It's just like, you know, getting to know my patients, and everything, just the the humanistic side of it, the relationships you can build. Um, that just all intrigued me and been a dream come true.
That's great, dude. That's awesome. Follow up to my nursing question: what is the end goal for you? If everything works out the way you want, do you still being a big time streamer or still working in the medical field?
My girlfriend's been questioning me on this. So I'm in grad school right now to become a nurse practitioner. Um, my goal is to continue being a nurse. At the end of the day, I do love it. It's and working on being a nurse practitioner. Like I'm working really hard with school and stuff. It's kicking my butt.
Yeah.
And I do want to get that. I do want to go out and be a nurse practitioner. And then down the road, if streaming was able to do that, then maybe. But at the same time, like back to what I said, I feel like this only works because I do it 3 days a week, 3 to 4 days a week, and I still do everything else. And I just think things would change. So yeah, and so if I did this for only money, I needed it to live, I don't think I'd be the same.
Yeah.
So I think things would be different.
I feel like it is harder for the content creators to like dump all their time and effort into the stream and expect to get money out of it. Like you're definitely getting into it for the wrong reasons. But I mean, I'm sure it's difficult for the guys, even if it's just Ninja. And that's what the greatest thing that Ninja has done for himself is make himself known for stuff other than just being a content creator or a streamer on Mixer. Like it's like the deal with Adidas is like groundbreaking, especially for content creators. What other person do you know could do that kind of stuff? I mean, the man's been on TV shows, and has so many other deals. He has posters in Walmart. I mean, the dude's massive. He's everywhere, and that's what I think. He is getting his money not only from Mixer. I mean, I'm sure he has a deal with Mixer, but he's done stuff outside of that. And I think that's what maybe Twitch was kind of hindering. I'm sure he's gone into detail. I know his wife did a book and stuff like that. But, becoming a partner streamer is just like a stepping stone for yourself. So if you ever, it's not the end all. It's just the beginning for yourself. That's where you have to think about it. That's where just partnership is just one stone to get you to where you want to be in creating content. So, it kind of validifies yourself as a content creator. People want that check mark next to your name, but it's just a beginning, and that's what you have to understand with yourself. It's not the end, because so many people have become partner and just fallen off. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, it happens. It happens, and it's sad to see that way because they just think that's the end for themselves. That's the furthest they can go, but really, it's just the beginning. And that's the way I see it, and that's the way That's why partnership is not that big of a deal for me. I like like I said, you enjoy building your community, and that's what I enjoy. Partnership is coming. I know it's coming. It's gonna happen when I want it to happen, and we'll get there when we get there. There's no rush for me to get there right now. I'm just enjoying the ride and having fun.
Exactly, man. That's an excellent mindset, and yeah, just learn to, because I mean, exactly what you said is awesome accomplishment, but you have to keep that same motivation and grind to continue to move, because if you get that partnership and change your ways, is your community going to be there for you?
Yeah.
If you're changing because of a partnership, then like don't forget about how you got your partnership. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your success and what you've done to get you there. Continue doing that, and of course you got to adapt and whatnot as you grow. But you can't forget about your community, your people, and you still have to keep working. It doesn't give you. You might get a channel 1 host,
Yeah.
but you still have to continue working and building your community.
Exactly. For sure, bro. So, I guess we'll go and wrap it up, guys. I don't see any other questions flowing through, but I really do. I just want to take a second again. Thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with us. Y'all were just absolutely amazing. Honestly, yeah. So many follows and hosts and embers and stuff like that. Sparks came through, and the Mamba team showed up and showed some love for Stu. And hopefully, y'all had a great time with this interview. So, Stu, if you want to tell everybody where they can find you at.
Hold on. I just want to say thank you to everyone that came out. Like, this has been amazing. Like really, this is I didn't expect you guys to show out like this. This is just this is awesome. Thank you guys for coming to watch the Dog Squad showcase. Thank you guys for supporting me, supporting him. This has been an absolutely like amazing experience. I've never done this before. I was nervous about it. I was getting anxious, but this has been very special. So I really do appreciate you guys coming out. You can find me on mixer.com/NurseStew. And then on Twitter @NurseStew. And then there is the Discord link for the Mamba Esports. I do want to add one thing.
Yeah.
Mental Health Awareness Month. If you guys are going through anything, please reach out to me. Please come join our Discord. We have a ton of people that would have your back. Please reach out. I can. Dilla will be there for you as well.
Yeah.
I'm opening up his DMs. He probably hates me right now, but seriously, reach out, guys. Whatever it is you're going through, there's a whole team ready to have your back. And talk about it. Let's talk about it. And
sure.
Dilla, thank you so much for having me. This has been
no problem, man.
fun.
Dude, it's been a blast.
Experience.
It's been a blast for sure. I really appreciate everybody that came by and hung out with us, man. It means a lot. Like I said, the time is the most valuable thing you can give us for sure. And y'all definitely showed up and gave us your time. So thank you guys so much. Van, you're already in my DMs. There's no reason to slide. I appreciate you, Stu. You take care, man. I'll definitely catch up with you later,
brother.
bro. Thank you so much.
Fun time. Peace out, guys.